They will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on these streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
So we are all welcome this very day. You go find too much if we start this. Maybe we play this music.
We are accommodating, we are generous, we are overtaking and industrious. We are beautiful, we are biafralands, we are strong, anywhere I can reach. We are accommodating, we are generous, we are overtaking and industrious. We are beautiful, we are biafralands. Biko no movement. You don't know quite over. Is another savior. Yeah, Amadike Kaisalala. Yeah, Amadike Kaisalala. Yeah, what you make Kaisalala. Yeah, what you make Kaisalala. Holy is another savior. Holy is another savior. I say holy is another savior. Holy is another savior. In a pepe, kai bebe. In a gomo, kai gaba. In a dete, kai debe. In a kikwe putano bono. Cross the Rubicon. When you do not dungeon, we should put the fire on. Freedom is what you want. Oh, no movement. In the Pananji Kere. Oh, Chineke, you don't know quite over. Is another savior. Yeah, Amadike Kaisalala. Yeah, Amadike to IPOB family
I
worldwide.
need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more quick.
Yes, my people, we don't come. Namibia is 247 Google Chris TV. So with me on the studio, I have my brothers, my comrade, I have Mazi Akbarawa Sone, and I have Mazi Okonkwo. I beg, I go leave the floor for my brothers. May they greet Biafra. But before that, I throw a salute for every faithful Biafra and every good Biafra. You know, say you get some people will say they be Biafra, but they know. I don't say people will say they be Biafra. I throw a salute for truthful Biafrans. Una well done. I leave the floor for now. So now the Okonkwo. Mazi Sonny.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. 247.
Almost hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
All hail autopilot. All hail autopilot. Mazi, and I greet you 247. I salute you. And
it's bigger than them.
Everyone that is watching us, anywhere you are connecting from, please, I want you to just, before you begin to hear our voice, go to the button. Go to Mazi Austin Okonkwo YouTube, click the subscription, and also click the thumb up. You go to Biafra Sunny TV, you click it the same way. You go 247. We are live, even on Twitter at Mazi Okonkwo. We're live in Facebook. Everywhere we're live because of this job. Let me tell Biafrans, we have decided to join this struggle under the leadership of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And because of what he has taught us, we have come tonight to explore what he has given us to. So anywhere you're citing us, may God bless you and bless everyone who's watching here. God bless everybody. Everyone, I greet you. Thank you.
Okay, dear friends all over the world, we salute you from here. My country people, I salute you all. Wallahi, I salute you. Wallahi, I happy as I see them for everyone for here. I see them for Ugo Greece. I see them for Okonkwo. Okay, wallahi, I like as I see everybody.
Thank you,
For
Kingsley.
the comment section, I see William Adam. I salute you. Kingsley.
Kingsley, I salute you.
I salute you.
Emmanuel,
To you.
Dubem,
People are plenty. Efin, I salute to you.
Grace,
Anachuna, I salute to you. Victory, I salute to you.
yes,
Dubem, I salute to you. Mercy, I salute to
I greet you.
Felix Arbo, I salute to you. Hey, people are plenty. Wallahi, I know if you talk for all, but I say,
Catholics, yeah.
Bless them for me. May Chuko bless them for me.
Universe Queen, I greet you.
Because I share the broadcast, because I click the
yeah.
button, because I hit the subscribe, because
power.
I hit the follow. Wallahi, I love them for everybody.
Our own person is
Wallahi,
here.
we come here today to continue the awareness.
Christopher,
Wallahi, we come to come for the Boku Boku where they happen for our country. Our country, Wallahi, our country and our destination is Biafra. We salute everybody. And we say thank you very much for being here.
Biafra, God bless you. And what Biafra greet you. Okay, Onyebuchi Moses, we greet you. Greetings from 247, greeting from Mazi Okonkwo and Sonny. If we don't mention your name, nobody say we don't like you. Ejima, right? In the Ephraim, I greet you. And who's that? So could help me? Victory is the thing is going with the speed. I could not catch some of them even.
Mazi Okonkwo, if you begin the call them, you know, say
no,
you don't
today,
enter
sometimes you have to welcome everybody. Now let's
call some people now, you don't enter Wahala. So maybe you do
no problem. So but today we recognize that with everybody.
If you call them now, Wahala don't start. Sunny day here now, you go tell you say, Ajebo go tell you say you never start.
Ha! No, so, not Ajebo, make you know, come here today.
So no, make Ajebo come and enjoy him. And enjoy him. That trouble way they make it, they sweet me.
Yeah.
So now people, we are very, very well welcome. Maybe we play this our jingle first.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Yes, we are welcome back, my people. This evening we will be
247.
Yeah.
You know, get this our new jingle. That one where they play for Ejima them.
Ejima?
Oh, they play for this 419.
Onabago.
Ah, it did now, it did.
Send off.
Play Onabago, maybe they know say we don't come.
Ndị ori furu efu, ndị ori ndị ara niile na-abago. One line.
You get the one.
Alabago, alarugo, for one line. But as that Alabago they come, we want you to know that Saturday is our fundraising. We know the shift. We no go shift them. Even the infiltrators, the hoodlums, the rats, the criminals are trying to come into the house to steal from some people. We want you to know that they are criminals. As you send them away, they are looking for money for transport. No give them shishi. Bye you.
Chicken doesn't give me out.
I want the one in a wee.
It's not someone that I want to go very well. Right.
How does it go? Come what the thing don't bring you out. We be want talk about this fundraising. What would they do tomorrow? Saturday, I mean to say sorry. Saturday is our fundraising. Make we
Of
remember
course.
our people. Make we start here. So Mazo Konkwo, tell our people about this fundraising. Make they not forget them.
Quite my brothers and sisters, biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. This particular folder or flyer you're seeing there is an honorable invitation. It's coming from our Umada, led by Madam Azuka, Charles Wankwo, and all autopilot media team, inclusive our spokesperson Simon Eba and the total Biafrans in the whole world. We are calling everyone on this particular special fundraising. If you look around, you can see what is happening. Like Simon rightfully said the other time, this money you see we are realizing here is going for the right purposes. Some of you know that. Forget about people who are jealous because we are drinking Hennessy. We don't drink Hennessy with your money. So we are cordially inviting every one of us to storm on this particular fundraising to show your solidarity, because now our ESN need to be funded. If the Janjaweeds are rising up against us, this is not about am I an IPOB or not. As long as you are a Biafran and you find yourself in a place where you can be able to afford to support this particular movement, it is for your good. It is for the good of your family, the good of your children, not yet unborn. Every information you need to log into this particular day, which is on Saturday, 27th, is here. As we are talking now, just take your smartphone, snap this screenshot, snap it and have it. Many of you who will be joining through our autopilot media teams, you will be having another link. You can join from Sunny TV, you can join from 247, you can join also from Mazo Konkwo platform. Anywhere you find us, this link will be placed on our platforms for you to join us. It is good for you to come, at least take 3 people to come, because now we have a lot of responsibility and we are calling all Biafran to suddenly, to cordially come and join us. No amount is too small. The Eastern Security Network are our backbone. Without them, things would have happened. Even without them, when all these enemies surrounded us, when the US wanted to rob us out from our agitation, it was the ESN that was our backbone. Could you imagine Mazin Nandekalo being redited and ESN is not there? Our faith would have been even gone low. But now we are calling all of you. I will end it like this. My brothers are also going to put their mouth on it. We move. Thank you.
Yeah. Ndewo Mazi Okonkwo. Mazi Sonny, you get anything where you want to talk? Join the one where Okonkwo don't talk before.
Sonny, come on.
I did. I'm trying to bring something to the screen so that we will remind ourselves some things, because the reason why we are here is for the purpose of our liberation, and we need to keep on pushing the awareness. Let me see if it's okay now to come to the screen. Okay, let me put the other one first. Okay. 247, please put it on the screen for me. Seven, are you there? Reduce the fundraising flyer so that people can see what I bring on this screen.
Where the flyer there now? No, see the flyer again. No.
Now me there for the studio, or are you there?
You must be there. That you be the orga.
Okay. Oh Mochineke, I salute you all. I see someone calling us 419 Simon Ekbasabo. God bless you.
God bless you, my brother. May Nigeria happen to you. May China Sanworo happen to
you. And may China Sanworo happen to you. May Fulani happen to you. May Etiara happen to you. May Opus Odema happen to you. May Soludo happen to you.
May Master Prophet happen to you. Will they use all the whole juju?
May Master Prophet happen to you.
May your people happen to them.
May all
may Sima happen to you.
ROC happen to you, because you don't want to look good and to see well. All right. So as you see the talk for that comment section, where they call us 71419, let me call you with the name that I should best call you. My comrade, you need to be violence. You need to be violence now. The spelling of this violation, tamol. You need to be violation tamol.
Violence tamol.
You need to be violation tamol.
Violence tamol.
They go say we don't go to Allah today. We must commend our viewers, because yesterday I saw something on the comment section from the last joint broadcast. Somebody said our joint broadcast is always relieving, and we put pepper and salt. It keeps them going. It keeps them awake. It doesn't seem boring, because as the tempo they go down, with the fire, we put something that will make you to laugh and then come back to your normal senses. So we appreciate that for you for commending what we are doing. Thank you very much. So what you see on the screen now is to tell you that you will be what? Violence. Like that man was telling one Nigerian people, say, dialogue now. Dialogue now, because when it will be time, you will not be able to see that dialogue. Dialogue now. Now we are the ones that are telling you now that you have every reason now to be violecitamol. You have to be violecitamol now. And how can you be violecitamol? When you understand the reason behind somebody killing your brothers and sisters, you will understand the reason why you need to be violecitamol. Because if you are not told and if you are not explained to, you will not understand. That is why there is need for you to understand everything that is happening, so that you know the reasons why we say ESN must stand up.
Abarawas, and this violecitamol, what are the prescriptions? Is it 2 tablets a day or 1 tablet per 1 year?
Hey, 1 donation a week.
This one does not even need weekly. This one needs to be on regular basis, without seconds, without minutes, because the carnage that is ongoing in Biafra land and in one Nigeria is such that it has heightened to the point of you sleep with one eye open. The other eye, why you even have to close the other eye, is because of the fact that the eye has been working 24 hours. So you just need to relax the eye. So when you close one like this, I beg, put me on the screen, make them see the way I go do my eye, so that they go learn. Ugo, please put me on the screen. Violence,
Now juju.
70 years old man.
Anybody when they suffer from IVP, before this broadcast finish, you will be healed in Chukwu Okike my name. Because the way we will put dazzle in your smile, the way we will put dazzle in your smile will go and heal some of the that relief. We don't want you to remain in pain and pain in replace. Come out to refresh your mind and then have fun a bit. Because, for the fact that MNK is still alive, and ESN is standing tall, we have every reason to say Chukwu Okike is CK, because it has not been easy since MNK was kidnapped. There are some things that happens and then we forget so easily. Make us even remember something. Now even remember say when they kidnapped MNK, that DOS, they were using MNK's Twitter handle to tweet to biafrans. Since on that 18th till on the 8th that he appeared one Nigeria. The decision that we is there. Go and look for it in the YouTube TV. You go see it. From the 18th. Now, what they check the previous post of MNK, what he posted, the way he put his thought and admiration, they use it to replicate on the succeeding days. That is what was happening. So Biafrans were now blending in, thinking that it is MNK that is talking to Biafrans. We were sharing, just like Simon would tweet, we go and retweet. He will post on reshare. Think it is MNK that is talking. Since on the 18th till the 28th, could you believe that these people were so hardened-minded that they were still tweeting with MNK's Twitter handle and talking to Biafrans? Until on the very 28th, when he stepped his feet forcefully into one Nigeria. They don't know that MNK will be brought to Nigeria alive. That is why they were still tweeting on that very 28th. The hope and the thought of these people was that MNK will be destroyed. When he is destroyed, they will just come out and then tell us story that maybe he died of medical this, medical that, maybe his people accosted him, just like the way they told us how they came from airport. Lead to one thing, they will say, and they will tell us that he died on that very day that he will stop breathing, the day that they will announce it. They will not tell you that he died on that 18th of June, because they have been tweeting since on the 18th till on the 28th. So immediately they saw that Showore raised the alarm when he went to court. Showore is one that made us to know. He went to court for his court hearing, and then he saw MNK, Max, and then brought into court. That is how he raised the alarm. The whole media got a cop. That very day, they tweeted with MNK's Twitter handle. And they spoke to Biafrans as MNK was the one talking. So the carnage had been long done. But thank you for people that have stood tall. Thank you for Simon Ekpa. Thank you for autopiloters. Thank you for everyone that has stood tall. I also want to say thank you for the former media team. Even if many people are falling on the wayside, because I know what they went through when everybody were fighting with like minds and going with one message, until the enemy sowed a seed of discord and distracted everybody. But that very team, they were agile, that they were firing. I must commend them, no matter the issues that they all have now. I know the fight they were fighting. So I commend everybody Even you that is sharing the post that we do, without you sharing, making it to go viral, we wouldn't have got to the point of using all the videos that we made and using the video of MNK to speak for the first time. That BBC had to come and talk about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu because of the madness that came out from all of us. And the madness is still multiplying now. That is why we are not going to stop. It doesn't matter how many people that they kill, it doesn't matter where they go, no matter how they do it, we are still going to reinforce and work strong. That is why we are telling you, you have violence in the mall now. And then when you become violence in the mall, you will be incarnated into the spirit of ESN. That fire that is burning in ESN will be burning in you. That is why you have to understand the need to be part and parcel of the fundraising. Please approve something else on the screen, because we want people to know the reasons why they have to do what they have to do. When we tell you support your security network, you have to understand why. Ugo, please put something on the screen. Okay, this is a minor of 16. She was kidnapped and then kept in detention. And when she was then released, they got to know that she is pregnant. That means she has been violated in the DSS custody. Do you understand why we are shouting? Do you understand why we say you must support your security network? It doesn't end here. Look at something else downward here. Do you see this one? How the leader of terrorists deceived us to release his wife and kids. The presidency. This is what the presidency of one Nigeria is telling you. So, there is a video of them paying over 100 billion naira to the terrorists. To do what? To continue to terrorize the country, because the message was that they pay the money for them to stop the attack and the killing, to be able to bring them back to the society and to put everybody together. It is a big lie, because to every payment paid to the terrorists, whether by ransom or whether by compensating them or whether by persuading them, it is aimed at one very thing. And that only one very thing is what? Is to buy more weapons, to reinforce their watchers for them to buy more weapons, to destroy and to kill. So when they tell you that they paid the terrorists because they will call them bandits, no, they are terrorists. When they pay the terrorists in the north, that is why we were so angry with that person that was against us using the word north that day, because he does not understand the circle where we come out from. Because all the terrorists that paid this ransom, they are not from the south, they are north. So when you come to be politically correct, you have made a very big mistake of your life. When they pay this money to these people, they use it to buy more and to store. That is why we tell you, the terrorist government, they are paying money and buying more weapons to reinforce the watches of the terrorists, but to the Fulanization conquest agenda, for it to be actualized. So now, you should have a reason of paying your own money to your own security network, which is Eastern Security Network, to buy your own weapon and to protect your people from these same terrorists that are coming to kill you. I hope you now understand why we say you must support Eastern Security Network, because people on the screen, they are part and parcel of everything. When you see the presidency come and say the terrorists deceived us, it is a fat lie. How can the terrorists deceive the government of the country? When the terrorists told them, you have to go and use a plane, go and take our wives and children from the hospital, in order that the terrorists to the presidency of one Nigeria and then an order without any remorse, because they wanted to do it to pacify the terrorists to the release in detention from them. The terrorists honor their own part of the bargain? No, they did not honor it. But the terrorist was commanding the government of one Nigeria, moving them from one part of the country, commanding them, hey, nah. Hello, man. Hello, man. You know, it's you. So, Umuchineke, you have every reason to use your tithe and offering to support Eastern Security Network and make them to stand up. Just like MNK said 2 weeks before his kidnap, we are fighting a very formidable array of enemies, both within and without. The zoo government have money. They can buy over any place, and they can buy even over your village chief. They have bought over our traditional rulers, and they have bought over our governors. They have bought over our senators. They have bought over virtually everyone in our communities. That is why we say it is of the people that will speak. Let me explain to you how they have bought them and the exemplary gesture from there. One of the exemplary gestures from there that they have bought all of them over is that while you have a security network which is made up of volunteers, men that did not tell you, pay me. These are volunteers that volunteer themselves to come out and die by the sword just to make sure that their lands are defended and their children and family have a future and have a land to come back to live in. What does your leaders do? What your leaders are doing is that they form a politicized security network which works for the benefit of the Fulani government. That is why you are having the likes of the security network formed by Soludo. You have a Bubagu formed by the Southeastern governors. You have many, many other ones that are there, all doing what? To the killing of people. To the killing of people. None of this security network formed is to the protection of people. None. Because they did not form them to your own protection in the first place. So how will you even expect that you will see something good that is coming out from there? Please put something on the screen. So the next one that is coming on the screen is for you to see the kind of security network that is set up and why they set it up. Now, watch what your governors and leaders did. Did you see this? This is a Bubagu that was set up. This is a Bubagu that was set up. And do you see one surprising thing? The August meeting where our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters used to sit down together for the New Yam Festival. See what turned out to happen. A Bubagu disrupt women in the August meeting. Are you getting the point? This is the work of the security that is politicized by the political class, by the rulers that we have, who come sell out to the government at the expense of our own lives. This is what they will do. Now look at this. The venue of the event, People's Club, Abakaliki, was said to have been invaded by a Bubagu with their official vehicles and guns. This is the work of the terrorists created by our own leaders and rulers to be able to destroy you. But you have a volunteered security network, which are men that are ready to do the needful and to protect their people without asking for a dime. I mean, without asking for a dime, because anything that somebody is doing and the person is doing it without compulsion, without being paid for it, you see that the person will do it diligently. That is why, as I am seated here, I am not being paid for talking because I am talking here. I'm talking because I'm talking for the freedom of my people. and I wake up midnight to do what I have to do to pass a message on the media. If I am called anytime, I will respond and then send a message that I have to send and I have to do. The same thing applies to Simon. The same thing applies to everyone here. The same thing applies to Nnamdi Kanu, because he is not fighting to gain interest. Now, many of you that have listened to that video where MNK was live, then Chinasa Nworu called in. As Chinasa Nworu called into the broadcast, he was telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about how Kuwait got their freedom and the set of citizens, the way they grade them. What did you get from that message? Chinasa Nworu was
Sonny, you round up because we're almost 1 hour.
Sorry. Chinasa Nworu was telling you the importance of giving preference to people that are sacrificing to fight so that they tomorrow. So that interest. Because his own is what? Is to eat and gain. It's not to come and fight for freedom. That is why when they saw Simon, all head wanted to dismantle, because they know that Simon has come to take their bread from their mouth. Please accept this one on the screen. So these are thousands and many reasons you must understand why. If bandits sacked this community, 8 communities here, bandits sacked this community. If it were to be in our places, you would have understood how it would have turned out to be. How many people were killed here? No fewer than 8 villages in Oji of KB. And the place was deserted because of the bandits and the terrorists that they killed people there. Now, this is what Eastern Security Network is avoiding not to come and happen in our lands. The importance of Eastern Security Network. Without Eastern Security Network, the IDP camps in our lands would have been multiplied. Now, lastly, your IGP threatened you because why? You say no election in Biafra land. Please put this up on the screen. You all have to understand the reasons why you are fighting what you are fighting and why you need to support your security network. Because most of you will be asking questions as if you don't understand what we are actually doing. We are not interested in one Nigeria and the election. Our demand is referendum and freedom. Now, the IGP said they will deal with IPOB. 2023 elections will hold in Southeast. The message was well delivered to Biafrans. That is why you need to support Eastern Security Network, because they have a work to do. It is not every strategy that will be spelled out on the media. But the time we are in now is the time where we use our brain in gear to be able to persevere and to decide and understand what to do, as MNK had taught us for years. That is why we don't have to wait for MNK to come out from where he is or to be giving us orders from where he is. Now, lastly, understand that the career agitators that have been siphoning money and stealing all your funds, that they are not actually who they are. Mercy, please put that one on the screen. That is the last thing on the screen. So Biafrans should understand why we say you must support your Eastern Security Network. Why? Number one, because this criminal in Kuwait that all of you are listening to, at times I wonder how people could be so myopic. You will see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's face. even on fundraising, even on a broadcast, you will see his face. You will see my face, you see Simon's face. You will even see some of the women's faces on broadcast. You see some of them. But you will prefer to be misled by someone that is faceless, which you don't even know. Even Kanun Takanu, you see Kanun Takanu's face. If tomorrow we want to go and look for Kanun Takanu, we will capture one of the videos that he has appeared. We will go and give it to the immigration in the country where he is. But can anybody tell me how I can go and locate this Muhammad Abbas, who has been wearing the marks of Chinas and Woru? Nobody knows. So, knowing all this and understanding the reasons why your ESN must stand tall, please put the flyer now on the screen. You have to live up to expectation to make sure you bring people alongside with you. We have the 1,000 men group. Imagine that when Simon said we needed people that will be giving us 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 20,000, 50, 100. Because we have entered a liberation stage where we face things woto. And then all these criminals came out and then they were saying, hey, what do you want using money to do? Then you ask me, are the people that want to fight for freedom? When you see them doing their fundraising, they put it there, multiply your bullet. Multiply your bullet. Because their lands are under siege. So everyone must understand that we are multiplying bullets for the protection of our communities. And people that have been freedom fighters and followers, they don't want to talk anything about bullets. Yes, they are killing people. When they kill, they just come and show you the video. They say this is what the Nigerian government are doing. They go back. They can never, for once, capture any of the terrorists to show us how they have dealt with them. They can only capture individual beings. They can never capture Boko Haram or the Mehala men that are killing people in our land. Which day have you ever seen that task force of Chinas and the Ahmed and Abba and DOS capture any of the Fulani men or the terrorists that are killing our people? No. They will only capture ordinary biafrans and then they parade them on them. That is the only that you will see. So, make I know finish all this saliva way in my mouth. I salute everybody. May live up to expectation. Might please put our flyer on the screen now. Or maybe you want to use this Simon's
Mazo Kongo. Where you now, Mazo Kongo? You did there?
You go drink what?
Okay, Mazo Kongo.
I didn't finish everything, and I just wait to close.
Mazo Kongo, I want you to tell our people something about this thing on the screen, I beg, because somebody called me today and was telling me that she was doing trying to pay into ESN account and was on this www.ipobus.org, but suddenly somebody called her. She answered the call. After answering the call, she came back, and as she came back, she looked and said that, hey, this is not the right one. I think I see 247 telling us that it's not. Then she came to find out that she has been on the wrong side. And this is one. Another thing I want you to remember to talk about, these people, anytime we are coming online, they are coming, anytime we are coming to do fundraising, they want to come and do their own. So you know how to handle the situation, my brother.
Correct. Thank you, 247. Thank you, Abrawa Sani, for that long explanation. And I hope that our people have ears. It is written, let he who have ear hear what the Spirit is saying. The Spirit is not spirit of Mazo Kwonko, the spirit of Biafra. Now, I want you to set your eyes on the board. On this screen, you can see www.ipobinUSA.org. That is one word together. And you can see in any symbol, you see good with green. Good and green simply mean that one is the authentic one. And now the infiltrators, no, not in the infiltrator, because we have understand that the infiltrator and
the sacked criminals, call them sacked criminals.
Sacked criminal, the expired criminals. People like Chinas and Woru and the other one where the answer is do. When you look at them, they create a website like this and attach some certain numbers. When you pay on this fake one, you must be careful. This in USA, USA.org. You must understand the difference between them. So as you're watching us right now, take your telephone, make this exactly, snap it on your telephone and keep it by yourself. Anytime you want to pay, you better look at this good and the bad one and choose the good one, because the bad one, our infiltrators, these criminals, those people that we have sacked, you see, as you people have been watching us, you see, we sang already a decade music for them. They have been sacked. People like Chinasa, what be that the name again? Abbas Ibrahim, Chinasa
Abbas Mohammed.
Yes, they adopted him when he was little to train him like Osara Doku. But now he have destroyed the IPOB. So now we have sacked them. So what you see them doing, coming on Saturday, exactly the same time we have a fundraising, they are begging for money for transport. When you pay that money, you will not get it again. My question is this: to who are you paying it? Are you paying it to Ikenga, who is already swearing to go out or he die? Are you paying it to Karen Takalo, who they say that the chief of our money go build house? Are you paying it to Nanya, who they are sacking? Think about that now. Are you paying it to Chike Doziem, who is a very big bandit and criminal? Are you paying it to China Sangoru, who is serving the Fulani, who the Nigerian government took him with a solid document and trained them? Now, turn your eyes. The IPOB autopilot led by Mazin Nandekano, spokesperson Mazin Samanepa, and Madam Azoka, Charles Wankwa, and these young people. These are the people you will see tomorrow on this fundraiser. When you come out, they put their own time the same as we do. These are fake people, criminals, so to say. Think about it. All those people you see, calling us autopilot, saying all kinds of things. These are enemies of progress. The ESN knows those who are who. When our elders came to address us, did you hear them call about these people? No. They called Mazin Nandekano and called Simon Eba. So follow who know road. Chiketism is a criminal. They want to take your money. They have issues with account. They are fighting about account. Leave these people, they are criminals who have expelled them. That is clear. Then when you look here now, you see the information on how you log in. The flyer is here direct. You see ESN Mega Fundraising. Omada Biafra cordially invites you to join tomorrow. I see tomorrow, Saturday, sorry, 27. Don't forget, when you are coming, pick somebody along with you. Now, Ojus Okalo has threatened to kill our people. And he means what he said. Very soon, Ojus Okalo is telling us that he's coming to burn the bush or comb the bush or cassava the bush. I don't know that language you use again. Comb the bush as a baba. Now he's coming to comb the bush with all his army. Are we going to run away from him? No, we're not going to run away. What we will do is we must fortify and keep spot impact. We have to do anything possible to keep our ESN intact. They are the only people that we have on this particular journey. Don't say that you're not an autopilot or you're not an IPOB. As long as you are an Igbo person, as long as you are a Calabar person, as long as you're from a Kwaibom, anywhere you come from the southeast, even if you do the work, come and support the network. These are the only backbone we have for now. A lot of things is about to happen in the year 2023, starting from this October. We must make sure that we support our Eastern Security Network. Mazin Nandekano said it openly, he said, I need guns and bullets because they are coming. And on him we stand. All hail Biafra.
Yeah, and they were my brother. You are welcome. So another thing we would like to see is for most of us where they find them difficult to do their donation online. We go beg you to please listen very carefully to these instructions as we play it now, so you will get, if you after the instruction, if you get any question, you fit ask, so we go answer you, because we don't want anybody to make mistake. And I want you to remember one thing: if you are going to any fundraising any day, any fundraising, you go there, you know, see Simon Ekpa, you know, see Umuada like Ifi or Biko, honorable Azo Kachas, and the other Umuada where they there. At least you know, see these two people, you know, see Charles, you know, see Simon Ekpa, my brother. Even if you don't leave me there, run for your life.
You go run, now one chance you enter.
You know, say if na me there, you know, say I don't begin one chance, so I they tell you, so you know, go say you don't understand me. That is to know the intent of what we are saying. So
Sure.
I beg, listen to these instructions on how to pay into the ESN account. It's very important.
Support ESN fundraising with everything you have. Just type www.ipubinUSA.org/donate. Just remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel and stay connected, because this is where we do everything. Now let's move. When you visit the website, this is what you see. You see a single donation where you can make your donation just once, depending on your amount. So you go to single donation, you click, and then you will pick your amount. There you go, single donation payment, and it's a one-time payment. So you come here, you select your amount. If it is $1.50 or whatever amount, you have various amounts on the website. So just choose any amount that you want to use, and then you click the pay button. Off you go. If you want it to be 2 times of that, you just click on the quantity, double it to 2 times or 3 times or 4 times. Whatever you want to do, you can do it here on this website. Then you click on the pay button. Follow the next steps, step-by-step video on how to do your payment to support ESN online from here. So when you click on the pay button, it takes you down here. The next thing you have to do is for you to type your email address. I've already typed my email address there. So the next thing you check is your additional information. You choose what you want to donate for. You can either donate for ESN, political consulting, lobbying, dues, gift, and t-shirt, and other things. Then you click continue. Here, payment information, your visa number, your expiration date, your year, your month, your CVC 3-digit code on the back of your card, your address there, your last name, your first name, your billing address. Everything has to be in cognizance with what you have on your card, and also in cognizance with what you have on your bank. So you just follow it up and let it be in order. You put the number there, you type everything in order, you watch carefully, and you see that everything is in order. Just follow up the procedure. It's very, very simple and concise. Within 5 or 10 minutes, if you're very fast, within 6 minutes, you're done with this thing. Then you put the CVC code, you put the date of the expiry of your Visa card or your MasterCard or whichever card that you used there. You put the year, then you come down to the billing address. This is very important. You have to put this your billing address and everything here in line with what you have on your account, in line with what you have on your Visa card or whatever card that you use to do the payment. So, most especially, the first address is okay. You don't need to put the first address and the second address. Only the first address is okay. Then it will update. You come down to the zip code, you come down to your country, come down to your state, come down to your phone number, you put everything. As far as you're doing the right thing, you will see it giving you the next option to go with continue, 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 continue. It will be updating you as soon as you put one thing. State, there you go. You put your phone number, there you go. Slow and steady. It's not difficult, it's very easy. You click the continue button, it updates, then it takes you down here.
So here you have to review your payment details again because you have done everything there. Then just review, and see if your card number, your phone number, your address is okay. Review every payment details and information before you click the purchase button. Remember to review everything to make sure it is in order. Because if it is not in order, your payment might be nullified. You check the expiry date of your card, the year, the month, your address. It must be in cognizant with what you have on your card, and also in line with your bank account. You click the purchase button. When you click it, remember that you have a secured SSL checkout on this website, so nobody can siphon your money from your card or do anything that is fraudulent to your card after using it on this website. So do not be deceived. We are secured on this website and it is security protected. So you just have to fill in there, follow up the procedures, and then check out and know where you are. The next thing is for you to click the purchase button. Completing your order, you wait a little, within seconds, you go to the next step. You see, your order is confirmed. You have the order number, you have the receipt out. So now you come down to the recurring payment, which is the automatic monthly payment. This one you set it up and then your money will be going on from your card every month without any recourse. You just come here, you click on the recurring payment, there it takes you down, and then you see the next step. There is a difference here between the recurring payment and the normal payment. The difference is that when you get them down to some point, you will have to subscribe. Then you have to put your email address, you have to create a password. With that password and the email address, you will be able to get notifications from time to time whenever your monthly deductions are done. So the same process that you went through during the first time payment or single payment is the same procedure that you go through until when you get to the step of the recurring payment option that talks about you subscribing. You see, subscription summary. So after you finish subscribing, you're going to see a place that is going to ask you for you to create a customer email and a user password. With this password here, you will be able to be logging in and getting notifications and control your payment from time to time. So you just set this one on, you go back and sleep, and then you relax. Every month your money will be going out from here, whether $10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 200, the money will be going out simultaneously to ESN to support them so that they can do the needful which they have to do. So without you asking too many questions, you review what is here. Review and subscribe. This is very important that you read this very letter here. You agree that your subscription will be set to a continuous auto renewal payment of any amount every month, with your next due on March 5, assuming that I did it before in the previous month to have been on the March 5. So it's going to be on the next month, which is March 5. So you authorize us to take this amount from your card every month. You can cancel your subscription at any time on your account. So if you want to cancel it, you just log in with the email address and the password that you're going to create here, and you can log in and log out, and then you cancel the auto renewal subscription that is supposed to be every month. That's why we say create a password, because it is going to be a recurring donation. But for the other one that was a one-time payment, you don't need to bother about creating a password. You just do it once, then you click the payment, and then it goes. But this one is very, very important that you create a password. So when you create a password here, you must know the password that you create. You can click on this visible button here, where it will show you the type of password that you have typed. Then you write it down on a piece of paper so that you can always come back to log in. So you click the subscribe button. When you click the subscribe button, it takes you down to purchase again. You still have to review your payment. When you review, the next thing is completing your order. So you have the receipt out. As simple as this, you have just supported ESN. So what are you waiting for? Please head on and support ESN, because they are our backbone. Share this video and make it go viral. Remember to subscribe to this very YouTube channel that you're watching this thing from, because here is where we make and here is where we worship.
Wow. Sana Parawa, thank you for
Very
that
much. Good job, Sonny.
wonderful
Good
explanation.
job. Please, Biafra, take this. Take this.
So,
Please, copy of that video and paste it on the comment section so that copy the link of the video, paste it on the comment section so that people that don't have it can get to the link and hit on it and go down to. Then that is a video we made when we did not have cryptocurrency on the website. We did not also have the 1,000 men button on the website. So since necessity, invention happens to be the mother of this very day, we later invented the button of one-time payment. No, you're sending the wrong. Mazi, you're sending the wrong.
can be this now.
That's not. No. That is not the YouTube link to the video.
You mean the link of the video he played?
No be music. Now you send me the link before now, Sonny.
Yes. Sorry,
No, not that one.
That
is not the one. That one is the document I sent you on Google Drive. Maybe I will resend you again.
Don't get that. You did.
Don't get that. Okay. So on the website now, all right. On the website now, you have the cryptocurrency payment link. All you have is link. They said I should refresh. That means my voice is not coming out well. Please let me refresh so that the message can go down.
Hey.
Okay, welcome back the audience. When you visit the website, you are going to see 2 more links or 3 added to the website. The processes of doing payment on the one-time payment link of the 1,000 men is the same thing that is applicable to the one-time payment on the 2 links, the former link that you see on the website. And the recurring payment of the 1,000 men is the same process that is applicable to the recurring payment of the video that you just watched. Then the cryptocurrency button that you see there, it is the denomination of TRC20. If you don't know how to use cryptocurrency, don't waste your time. For me that knows how to use cryptocurrency, and for people that knows, they will understand the denomination of TRC20. So this is how it works. If you want to put money into CRC20, then you go and put the money to BIP20, or you put it to BTC, or you put it to BIP0, or you put it to a different denomination. The money is gone. So that is why we indicate the denomination of the cryptocurrency wallet that is there on the website. So when you copy the wallet address on the website, Ugo, please head on to the website and display it on the screen. When you copy the address of the wallet on the website, what you do is that as you go to make your deposit or your transfer from your cryptocurrency wallet, you have to make sure it connotes and you are transferring from a TRC20 denomination wallet account as well, so that your money will not be lost. Because if you transfer from a wrong wallet to come to this one, it will not enter. And if you also transfer from the right wallet and then you are putting it to a wrong wallet address, it will not also enter. So it must be TRC20 to TRC20, which is the denomination. Just like using €1 and then €1, €1 and €1. If you want to go and pick €1 now, you want to send to the denomination of Naira, you will see that it will not be €1 in equivalent again, because Naira has depreciated. So the money will not go and get value again, neither will it go to the right direction. So please, not the video, the website.
Where is Semeka Computer now?
No, not the video. Not the video, as in visit the
What
website.
you say make I do? What you say make I do?
Visit the website, display the website on the screen, or let me help you from here. Wait.
The website www.
I know. I thought you said this.
No, not that one.
If we round up,
yeah, we are rounding up.
No, we are rounding up, Sonny.
Because Onga the wire was fire. Okay, I don't reach. Accept my screen. Or if your own don't reach, anyone you share. Accept my screen. All right, thank you very much. So please, when you look at the website, this is what you saw on the video. You saw this single donation, you saw the recurring, because these are the two options we had before. Now we have inculcated this one. You have the 1,000 men recurring donation, you have the 1,000 men single donation. So the same procedure that is applicable, which you watched from the video on doing payment on single donation and recurring donation, is the same procedure applicable to this and this, based on the one that you go for. Now, coming up here is the cryptocurrency. BTC is dancing. So you have BTC address, which is Bitcoin, and you also have, this one is for the Bitcoin. Do not copy with this. You only copy from here to here. This is the Bitcoin address, BTC. So if you're sending money to us or for ESN, you pick that one now. And then you go and transfer from your BTC wallet, and let it also be going to BTC, which is this address. Now, if you are making use of USDT, this one is for USDT. In cryptocurrency, you have various denominations. So what we are using is basically BTC and USDT. And under USDT, you now have many denominations, sub-denominations. So TRC20 is the code of this USDT address. So when you're transferring from your wallet, you must make sure it goes under the denomination code of TRC20. This is what you copy here. This is your deposit address, which is like the account number link which you make the deposit. Only that one. You copy that one, you go, and then you do the deposit. Somebody said it seems like we are not joking. No, we have passed a time of joke. The area we have entered to now is where people need to collect woto, because our people's life are more important. So this is not time for joke again. That is why we have to make use of everything within our power to make sure we get what we want. Mazugo, you have the mic. There we go.
All right, my people, we are well done. So as we are rounding up, I want us to know that come Saturday, life no get duplicate. Come Saturday, we are moving again and again. I want us to remember that this fundraising coming this Saturday, the criminals where we don't sack, they still there. These criminals, they still there. They no one go. They are looking for transport money to go. Don't give them. You know, buy them ticket when they come. You know, go buy them when they go. If they know as they criminally come inside, they should also criminally leave. So I am begging all of us, come out and support. And another thing I must to beg for is that people are calling me from Abia State, Imo State, so many places. They are saying that the radio is not functioning well, and in some other places the radio is not there yet. I am begging, as you, if God touch you, you have this money, bring it out, fund radio stations, or bring it out. Ask, how much do we need to fix the Abia state so that it go dey work very very well without noise, so that when the radio they talk, you go dey hear every sound. You can help in any way. Your little help go do something. We are going into another dimension now, that information is needed. And you know, say our people wey dey inside village, no be all of them get light. If they get light, they no go get data. If they fit get data, they no go get light. But if na radio, they manage themselves. Some radio they use one pure battery, just one battery, one small battery like this. Some radio they use them. So I am begging you, please support what we are doing in any form you can, in any way you can. If na for radio you want support, God bless you, support there. If na fundraising, God bless you, support there. Any amount you can support, you can support the fundraising with. Whether you want to support for Eastern security, whether you want to support for radio, anyone do. And the Sonny, there's something I want you to do again. I beg, I want you to explain to them, if you want to support for radio, just do that quick. I beg, put that your website back and show them the difference, because some people might want to pay in for radio and end up paying in for
Yes.
ESN. So I beg you, put them now, make they see the difference.
All right, let's go there. Let's go there. Let me see. Let me see whether it will open. Let's go. Let's go.
You see,
Yeah, wait, oh, I check out.
I make I bring that from here.
No, wait.
And as they're waiting, I want to remind all the autopilots, all those of us who have joined the WhatsApp group in different countries, make sure you do the needful. And very soon we are going to bring all the whole countries that have WhatsApp forum. We'll be airing them. We're going to put them like a sort of flyer, so that when Simon is broadcasting, or anyone who is broadcasting, you will see your country and then the number you have to join, both the Instagram and anything, so that when you gather in your own country, you can contribute your money and decide how you pay your monthly dues. Then on the fundraising like this, all of you will gather and one person will bring the receipt back, which you used to pay it in the ESN account. ESN must be supported. God bless you. You need to church. I salute you from here. Okay, so we go on.
Wait, so let's say your village people don't come track internet.
No, I go work 3 o'clock. I go work 3 o'clock. That's why I always make myself very precise. In the morning, 3 o'clock, I'm gone. Yeah.
Wait. We will soon send you to bed now. Wait.
Sonny, if you know agree work, you use this one, do what you want.
You go work, oh. You go work. It must work. Work is a must. I have to rewind the video to get to that point. So
Somebody
okay.
they say, where is Gaddafi? Where is Gaddafi? Gaddafi there. You get the number, I will call him.
Okay, put the thing on the screen for me, please. Enlarge it totally.
I want to make a large am again and I don't
Make
fool.
it full the screen. Make it full the screen.
I go fool.
Okay, very good. Now, if you are making donation to ESN, to the radio, to fund the radio, you see this option of general. This is the video that we played when you are going through the process of payment. Use this option of general. If you are paying for your monthly dues, use dues. You want to pay for political lobbying, you click this one. Now, this one was for ESN. That is why we click here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. So use this option
I
of
beg
general.
explain all of them for them, make they understand them.
Okay, political
No waste
lobbying.
time. Oh.
Political lobbying is talking about money where if they use, they pay lawyers and consultants fee. Okay. Dues is talking about your monthly dues that you want to pay to support the IPOB family. Now, this one is gift and T-shirt and hat, etc., etc. If you want to pay for a souvenir of that kind, you click this other option. If you want to pay for radio, that like we told you, and any other thing which is not specified here, you use this option of the general. When you finish the payment, send the receipt to the appropriate quarter, and then it will be acknowledged and we move. That's okay for now.
Okay. Ndewo Mazi Sonny. So as we are closing this program today, I want everybody to know, like I said before, Saturday, don't go to any other platform other than now for Simon platform. Anything where you know see Simon inside then are fake. As we call and say, nine they speak for us. So nine they speak for us. Anything where you know they speak inside na fake. Even if na sunny day there, I go run. Sunny day there, Okonkwo day there, Gaddafi day there, but I know see Simon, I know go, I go run, na fake. So I am making this statement to make you understand how serious what we are doing is. So those people that want to raise funds the same day, the same hour, the same time,
Criminals.
they are ekperima. Ekperima. So don't go to their platform, and any money you are paying that is not www.ipobinusa.org, no go there. If it resemble like this one where they mark bad with red, no go there. Only the one where they mark green, look at well www.ipobinusa.org. See, I'm here. I want you to understand that criminals are everywhere. Criminals are everywhere. They are everywhere. So don't give your money to criminals. I am begging you, don't give your money to criminals. You see the website as it there. Anything wey no be this one, na fake e be. Siam. No be this one, na fake e be. Don't give your money to criminals. I am begging you that instead of giving to criminal, give me personally. I need to pass them. I beg you. So on this point, on this note, I will say we don't do today. So thank you for watching from my side. I greet everybody anywhere you are. May God bless you, and may God give you the courage and the power. You know, say power na be money, to come out on Saturday and stand up for your land. Thank you. So I leave Mazi Sonia Parawa to close do your closing remark. She been a closing remark, I've been a remark closing. I don't know.
Closing remark.
Anyone way be
Just close.
What did they call themselves? Now remark closing or closing remark?
I know, but anything where they way be make it be. But the important thing be say close the inside, remark the inside, finish.
And that mark where they do like this.
Yeah.
So
where they like a dog, or if they do like a dog mouth like this.
That mark where they do like dog mouth. Nah, go talk am no be me talk am.
No come what me no come what me.
Come go na you talk am.
Where can I leave you? Maybe I talk at the day when Holy Ghost say make I talk am now. I don't feel I don't know whether I feel talk am again. When Holy Ghost let me I go talk.
How you go do that thing for broad daylight?
No be you tell the king say make he say he go resign. Now they say he no go resign again. Before they talk I say Simon don't tell us say he no go
you know the necessary make it come out.
We don't come out and there are more people everywhere.
If he come out the money where they give him the recharge card the money go, you know go leave the recharge card the money go.
I hear say today don't repent again, say no go anywhere again. They say if they don't start man. And I saw the guy go swear and I swear go kill her one day. One day go just come out for road like this guy go jam him. Because what did they talk about?
No mind them useless things where they misbehave anyhow.
I beg, entertain our people with this Lavako.
You don't say your closing remark, and I'm
let me say my closing remark. Then I will please. I want to salute all biafrans here, please. I don't have time like these people where you see here. They walk, they know they walk. That is so they're always here. So everybody's walking. To sit at home is not easy. Like Mazugo, you see here, he will be controlling children, doing a lot of things, also standing for us with his housework he do through the internet. It's not easy. And but I was also here, it's not easy for all of us to be here. And I want to explain to Biafra that we are sacrificing a lot to be here. That's why when we are here, you have to appreciate the time that we're here. We are not trying to praise ourselves, but at least for us to know that we're also, all of us, even you that are watching, you pay more price than also that we do. So please, what we're saying is, you see this fundraising that is coming, everyone must come. Please, everyone must come. You know, when you look at us autopilot, like someone say here, we are very, very connected. We sort issues out and dissolve things that want to hurt our people. We give our sleep, you know, for this particular structure led by Mazin and the to continue. So we are thanking all of you that are going to watch us. One thing we want you to be doing is, anytime you see us online, go to our YouTube channels, click that thumb, like the video, and also subscribe and click the notification button on all, both YouTube, Instagram, and also Twitter, where we are live. It is very important. I thank all of you. So if you are coming to that fundraising, come with your family. And it's going to be another way to send these people. You see that song where we sung on Nabago, when all of us gather together and they're going to see our fundraising, they are going to marvel because people have seen that they failed. Don't contribute to Neneanya. There's Wahala on her side. Like King Wasserabon say, how does he get another way in the chat now? When his sister to go say, hi, hey, you get this thing. I salute you, brother. I salute everybody. Biafrans, I see you people tomorrow and have a good night. Don't dream about tiras and worries and evil spirit. God bless all of us.
If you anybody teaching us a word of a dream, I go do you special deliverance. Just tell me. If I finish delivering you, you no ever see him for dream again. Because if you see him now, match it, he go carry the pursue you.
If your wife is pregnant, they watch this photo. You see this one now where they for up. You look like Konki. This one, you know that snuff. Now snuff is snuff until the jaw come big. You know, see, you look like monkey from Congo. This one now. And this one na palm wine. They drink for Kuwait. After what Boki come pick up as Omaka, okay, Kuwait. You watch architect for all my own work on the really at this day. Only I can hear no matter, believe me. So
I beg you, go come out, I beg. So, are we ready to go?
we are ready. So I never go, so they can continue now. So tomorrow I go.
We are ready to go. We are ready to go.
Right.
We salute you. We thank you all for being here with us. Please help us to share the message and let the message go far and wide. Please. This one where Blessing says you know one go. Blessing, I know one go or now we you
Blessing
know one
call it
go.
you.
Blessing,
Blessing call it you. I beg you, call it you. I beg. Make it the one that start from beginning.
Ephraim say Mazoko. Ephraim no one make we go.
Wait you. They do this music and they're hungry here. On our make up for.
Okay, come on, yes.
Make we come out before we go for you. If we go fall, we don't go see him again tomorrow.
I beg you, better you see me tomorrow.
So
okay now.
Take care. They walk from here. I beg play this music, make we fire come up.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street. IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
One supporting the Fulanis to kill us, so I'm a bit confused. So you have to forgive me if I'm not entirely enthusiastic about Easter celebrations, because the people that told us about Easter, about resurrection of Jesus Christ on the third day after he was crucified, they are the same people working with Mohammedans in the north to kill us. They are the same people that when Christians are slaughtered and killed, they say nothing. Therefore, you will permit me, if I'm a little bit circumspect about this very day. But all the same, I wish each and every one of you that have celebrated so far a very happy Easter, and to those of you who are celebrating in the Americas, I believe, because it is their morning right now in places like California. I say happy Easter to each and every one of you. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the largest mass movement on the face of this very earth, IPOB, the children of the light, those who are directly descended from heaven itself, Umuchineke. I am the director of Radio Biafra Television, and if not by the grace of God, we couldn't be where we are today. Therefore, I state unequivocally that by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. And as I welcome you, please try to welcome other people as well. It is very, very important that you also welcome people regardless of where you are. The enemies will try to suppress what we are doing, but they will continue to fail as they have failed in the past. Before we go any further, as it is normal with us here and as a routine, we are the original children of God. That is why nobody can tell me anything about Elohim in heaven, because we bear his name, because my Redeemer liveth. That is my name. Nnamdi means my Redeemer. God Almighty in heaven liveth. And as long as he's alive, Biafra must come. We must pray this evening from where I am broadcasting from. For some of you, it may be early in the morning. Even some people are watching all the way from Melbourne in Australia. Those of them who have joined on Instagram, a lot of you are on Instagram. It is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu _official. You know that dash you put on at the bottom. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu _official. We are there, and a lot of people are watching us. We are also on Facebook. It's just simply Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You may not know, it's a bit innocuous. It's not very visible, but if you look for it, you will find it. If you look for it, you will find it. We are live and direct. Even as I speak to you right now, some people are still doubting if that very page is official or not. Our people are amazing, and that is why I love them. Their friends are a very exciting set of people, but they are amazing all the same. If they can sustain a mass movement of this magnitude, If they can sustain Eastern Security Network without help from any billionaire, any money bag, or any politician, they deserve our respect. That is why I do not play with IPOB, because they are a very special breed. We must pray. A very brief prayer we shall pray this evening. And I'll pray this prayer in the language of heaven itself, the language that Chukwukikama created mankind in. Onye anyị na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile, onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto wee na-akpụ isi ala nye, n'ihi na enweghị chi ọzọ ma ọ bụghị naanị gị. Ọbụla dị ya wee chụọ mgbe ọ nọ n'ụwa, ọ sị na mkpụrụ obi ya ya onwe ya ka were nyefee n'aka nsọ nke gị nna nke ebere, igosipụta na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ ọkaka, ọ bụ naanị gị bụ mmalite na ọgwụgwụ isi iyi nke ndụ, Chineke nna nke ụmụ ogbenye, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye ike niile nọ n'ọbadara aka ya, onye okwu ya niile bụ ye na amen, onye ihe niile o kwuru ga-abịara na mmezu. Ọ bụ eji ama ka anyị na-aja gị, otuto ka anyị na-eto gị, nsọpụrụ ka anyị na-asọpụrụ gị, onye kere eluigwe ma kelee ụwa, n'ihi na ilekwa ọlụ aka gị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, ọbịa ka mbara igwe na-egosi. Anyị wee na-arịọ mmeso ọma gị n'ime ndụ anyị, ịma mma gị, ebe gị, mgbaghara mmehie, n'ihi na anyị onwe anyị bụ anụkpa ahụ. O nweghị ihe ọ bụla na-eku ume n'ụwa na-anaghị eme mmehie wee megide gị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, ma ọ bụghị si n'okwu ọnụ, ọ bụrụ n'echiche, ma ọ bụghị n'echiche, ọ bụrụ na akparamagwa. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị si gị onye dị nsọ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, ụzọ ọbụla anyị si wee mejọọ gị, eze ebube dị ngọzi, biko gbaghara anyị mmehie, n'ihi na ndị mmụọ ozi na-eto gị n'oge awa ha na-aja gị mma, wee na-abụ abụ ọma, ha na-ekwe gị ukwu ọṅụ, n'ihi na eboghị mmadụ, eboghị mmụọ, ịbụ Chineke. Ị naghị eri nri ka mmadụ dị ndụ, ọ bụ naanị otuto ka ị na-eri nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Ọ bụ otuto a ka anyị na-enye gị nna nke ebere, na aha ụmụ Biafra n'ụwa niile, ndị ezi omume ụmụ Chineke, ndị na-atụghị egwu. Anyị wee na-asị anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ma ọ bụghị naanị gị, na Biafra ga-efe naanị gị, enweghị chi ọzọ nke anyị na-efe ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị biko nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, ka ịhụnanya gị wee mụbaa n'ebe anyị nọ, ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye kere ihe na-ekere eke, mana onweghị onye keze ndị nsọ, Chineke nna nke usu niile nke ndị agha. Bịa ka ikpụrụ ụmụ gị n'ihu na azụ, aka nri n'aka ekpe, duru anyị ka anyị wee gaa n'ihu agha, n'ihi na ndị iro apụtawo n'ala nsọ nke gị. Bịakwa ka i wee lee ndị iro ma mee ka isi wee kpuo ha, bịa ka i wee laa ha iyi, n'ihi na ụwa anyị na-ege ekpere nke anyị na-ekpere gị nna nke ebere n'abalị a, onye ime eluigwe wee na-arịọ gị ka Biafra wee bịa ọsọ ọsọ nna nke ebere, ka ụwa niile wee si n'ezie n'ezie na ụmụ Biafra bụ ụmụ Chineke, n'ihi na ọ bụ site na Biafra ka ụwa niile ga-eji wee chigheta azụ wee mara n'ezie n'ezie na onye nwe anyị na ọ dị ire n'ime ndụ anyị. Anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ma ọ bụghị naanị gị. Ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyị ji anya isi wee na-eme ọnụ mba niile nke anyị na-aba site n'ihi aha nsọ nke gị. Ị ga-ekwe ka ihere wee mee gị nna nke ebere, marakwa na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ ka anyị bụ, ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, aja ka anyị si wee pụta, aja ka anyị ga-echigara azụ nna nke ebere. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị si gị chetakwa n'okwu nsọ nke gị na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, na o si n'ọnụ gị wee pụta na Biafra ga-abịarịrị. Anyị chigata azụ wee kpọpụ aha nsọ gị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu, na ị ga-aza anyị ekpere. Ngwa were ụmụ gị niile ebe ha nọ n'ụwa niile wee nyefe na ọ badara aka gị, sị gị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, n'ezie n'ezie anyị emehiewo gị, ihere onwe anyị na-eme anyị nna nke ebere, mana ọ bụ naanị gị pụrụ ịgbaghara mmehie. Anyị wee na-asị ma o nweghị ihe ọzọ, kwere n'ihi aha nke anyị onwe anyị na-aza, kwere n'ihi okwu ọgbụgba ndụ gị n'isi anyị mgbe a mụrụ anyị, Chineke nna nke igwe, wee kwere n'ihi ihe dị etu a wee mere anyị amara ka Biafra wee bịa, ka ụmụ gị wee bere onwe ha, ka anyị wee gosi ha na omekataghị ka ọchịchịrị wee mmeri ebe ihe nọ, na anyị bụ ihe, dịka anyị si wee na-aza n'aha anyị ihe chi ọwụwa. Chineke nna nke bi n'igwe, biko lekwe n'elu ụwa bụ ebe ntụkwasị ụkwụ gị. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna, biko echefukwala ụmụ gị, bịa ka iwe mere anyị amara gị, ka ihere wee bụrụ nke ụmụ ekwensu ndị nọ n'ime ihere nke onwe ha site na mpụ nke ha onwe ha mepụtara nna nke ebere. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka ịhụnanya gị wee mụbaa n'ebe ndị gị nọ, ka i wee nye anyị mmeri n'ebe ndị iro nọ, na ndị Fulani aka nsi ha gawo ha ọnụ, n'ike jide obodo ekwensu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere wee laa ya n'iyi n'ihi na ịbụ Chineke nna. Ọ bụghị ikere Biafra onye nwe m gị onweghị wee kee Oduduwa, onweghị mgbe ọbụla ọ bụ gị onweghị ihe were Naijiria, ọ bụ mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Onweghị ihe ọbụla mmadụ dị ndụ kere na anaghị abịa n'isi njedebe n'ihi na oge nke Naijiria gwụwo. Bịa ka iwe gosi ụwa na ọ bụ gị bụ Chineke nna. Ekwukwere n'ihi anya onwe anyị, ọ bụ ekwukwere n'ihi m, ma ọ bụ ihi IPOB, ma ọ bụ ndị ọzọ bụ ndị ezi omume. Kwure n'ihi okwu nsọ nke gị, n'ihi na ilekwasị anya ebe mmadụ dị ndụ nọ na mmadụ dị ndụ na-eme mmehie wee na-ada, ma lekwasị anya ezi ebube dị ngozi n'okwu nsọ nke gị onwe gị kwuru si n'ọnụ wee pụta na Biafra ga-abịarịrị, na ọchịchịrị ga-enyefe iwe bata n'ihe ahụ bụ ka ọ ga-abụ na ikpete maazụ. Ka anyị si wee na-ekwu okwu Israel n'ụbọchị nke taa, n'ihi na mba Israel bụ ihe eji amatụ ebe niile, n'ihi na Israel bụ ala egoziri agozi. Etu a ka ụwa niile ga-esi wee were Biafra wee maa atụ si na ndị dị etu a bụ ndị agọziri agọzi. Ọ bụ ihe a ka anyị na-arịọ onye nwe m na Chineke nna dị ngọzi site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise. Onye nwe m na Chineke, my Lord and my God in heaven, we have come to preach this gospel. If you do not have a pen and paper handy, you're not going to learn very much, I assure you. If you want to understand this very gospel this evening that I'm about to preach, believe you me, you need a pen and a paper. This is the finest place you can gain knowledge and understanding. This is the best university in the world you can ever go to. If you are a black person and you wish to emancipate yourself, both consciously and subconsciously, you must listen to us. Because the presence of the Almighty is within us. That is why we are unblemished. Whiter than white and whiter than snow. Unblemished. And I'll go on there, you'll be seeing it. We are the miracle children of the Most High. The whole world is against us. The British and their allies, even they have managed to convince the Americans as well. Fulani Janjaweed, and a few of them, as I speak in Yoruba land, that are still working for them. But they say that one with God is majority. And that is where we anchor our hope. We have no hope we don't have any trust in the weapons of war made by man. We understand all of that. We anchor our hope only on the mercy and the divine grace of the Almighty in heaven. Abasi, Tamono, Olisa, Benigwe, and we are going to prevail. This evening, before I go on to preach, I want to pay a very special tribute to my very good friend and brother, a man that I used to rely upon, or should I say call upon, in time of need. A man that I grew very fond of. A man that I respect. A man of unimpeachable integrity. I know people use that phrase to describe some people in the zoo called Nigeria, but this man was a very great man. Not known to very many people, but I can assure you, he was a gentleman. He was very eloquent, very fluid. He was blessed immensely. But sadly, he passed on to the world beyond a few days ago. I pay tribute to my friend Yinka Udumakin, the spokesperson of Afenifere. He was a very consistent fighter and defender of the poor and the masses. He was the conscience of Yoruba land because he never wavered, not for 1 minute. Very consistent, never wavered. I do not personally subscribe to conspiracy theories, But I find it rather very shocking that a young man who is in very fine health, who succumbed to COVID-19, as they claim, a few days after castigating Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a murderer, a mass murderer, a killer. I hope and pray that their hand is not in it. And wherever Yinka Odumakin is, and I know that he is in heaven, I know he'll be watching on and asking us to continue what we are doing. And we can collectively assure him, or I can assure him on behalf of the noble family of IPOB all over the world, that this very quest to liberate the poor masses will continue unhindered until victory is assured. That we may dedicate it to men like him. Yinka Odumakin was a fine gentleman, a man of virtue, a man of courage, very rare courage, I must say, and valor. May his soul rest in peace. Before I came on air this evening, we received intelligence that 200 soldiers were going to Nsukka in Enugu State and Ebonyi in civilian buses and an army vehicle that had machine gun mounted on top of it. I tweeted it before I came live on air. They are coming to kill. So I hope they are coming. Let me assure Biafrans this evening all over the world that if these idiots from the Sahel were to come down in their military uniform, because what they do is that they dispatch only 200, but they have Fulani Janjaweed hiding in our forests, near police barracks and police formations, or should I say army barracks and police formations. They normally give them army uniforms to come out and attack people, pretending that they are the army. Listen to this, only 200 they are sending. That means that in Onitsha barracks, in Obinze barracks at 82 Division or Hafia, there is nothing there. They think we don't know, but we know that there is nothing inside of Hafia barracks. We know that very well. Anytime they feel the need to come to support their fellow terrorists, because they are sending them to come to support those who are already on the ground, Fulani bandits and terrorists in our forests. Only 200. And now let me ask you this question. If they had soldiers all around Biafra land, apart from those manning checkpoints, do you think they will send 200 soldiers from the north? Nigeria has no army. They think we don't know, but we know. That is why they are in a hurry to should I say, to induct terrorists into the formal security architecture of the zoo called Nigeria. These are the things that some of you do not know, or you know, or you pretend not to know. I don't know what is wrong with some of you, but I can assure you categorically, you see these 200, we are going to meet them. And you will hear the story. And I can assure you that not many of them will go back alive to the north. You see, we are in freedom fighting. And we know that in freedom fighting, there are no rules. All the gloves are off. That was why we raised the ground flag. They don't know the meaning of it. If you don't know, go back and check what it means. No rules of engagement. They will kill us, and we are going to kill them. But in the end, we are going to win, because we are not going to stop until Biafra is liberated. We can never stop. We will continue to fight. If there is only one girl and one boy left, let them continue to sire the next generation of Biafrans. We are not. I want Britain to understand this. I want all these neo-colonialists to understand something. You see, you look at us as black people. You say, oh, Biafrans, you're surrounded, you cannot do anything. But I want to now let you all understand that 1967 to 1970 is not in this era that we live in. We are all going to die together. That is a very clear assurance. We are going to perish together. That thing you're looking for, you're going to find it. And I want to reiterate once again, I don't want to see any police checkpoint in Biafra land. If you come out, you will die. I don't want to see any police checkpoint anywhere. There are two things I don't want to see nor hear about. No no checkpoint by the police or army, and no Fulani in our land as terrorists. They can live in the township if they want to, but not in our forest. They cannot be there. They have opened the gates of hell. I cannot guarantee you that any elections will hold anymore in our land. I don't know what, I don't know if we are suffering from politicians. I don't know where this disease is coming from. We must cure it. I want our enemies to understand how fanatical we are about this quest to liberate Biafra from the shackles of the iniquitous zoological republic. You need to understand this very clearly. We are not going to stop. We are not going back. I don't care what you say. It doesn't matter what your report says. I don't care the countries putting it together. It is irrelevant to me. What matters is the liberation of Biafra. Therefore, if Katrina Lang has any brain in her skull, if all those idiots encouraging the zoo to continue, if they have any brain in their skull, they will say, let us allow Biafra to go with their trouble, because I can assure you, as night follows day, that Biafra must come or we all die in the process. Do you know why? Because what we are looking for is what belongs to us. I am asking for something that I had before the white man came. White man is not God. He's not God. God is in heaven. I assure you, God Almighty is in heaven, and His will must be done upon our lives. They are not God. Nobody can create a country for me. I decide where I want to belong to. The people must decide if Nigeria is their country or not. Not a white man and a white woman. All these idiots suffering from inferiority complex. Shame on all of you. You are foolish. Useless black people, because of your stupidity. That is why Africa is being treated the way it is today, like a trash can, more or less. As Trump said, a shithole. A white man has no business creating country for me, because I am the kind, as a black man, I cannot go to Europe to create a country for them. Why then should I allow a white man and a drunken white woman to come to my land to create country for me? If you accept, you are inferior. If you accept it, you are a nigger. If you accept it, you are stupid. In fact, a gorilla is better than you. A monkey is better than you. That is why they insult you abroad. That is why they kill you, because they look at you as the embodiment of stupidity. Let them come to defend one Nigeria with their 200 soldiers. What they are telling us that they don't have any soldiers. If they can bring only paltry 200 men, maybe from the Advanced Tactical Air Command in Makrodi, or maybe from Kaduna or from Bauchi, that goes to show that Nigeria has no army. And because you know that they say whom the gods want to destroy, heaven will first of all make them mad because they are foolish. Let me tell you why I know that God will destroy Nigeria beyond recognition. I will tell you why. Because they are full and Janjaweed, they are stupid by nature. Very hopeless, they are unthinking. The people thinking for them are the British. The reason why I told my father I must go to England to study is because I want to understand that thing, that juju they did on all of us, that made us so foolish. Now we know the medicine, and we are applying it. You see, the Fulani will come because they are very foolish. They will deploy, they don't have the army to deploy to the south, because they know that once they leave the north, believe you me, their own homegrown bandits will destroy them. They know it. They can see what is happening in Yemen, in Syria, in Afghanistan, where the same Janjaweed mentality obtains, backed up by a very misleading interpretation of the Quran. That is the reason why they're sending only 200. If they had an army to send, they will send a battalion. They will send a full brigade. But they do not have the soldiers to fight. This is one thing that Nigerians don't understand. They do not have it. We outnumber them by over 100,000 to 1. That is something people don't understand. We outnumber these people. They don't have the soldiers to keep everybody quiet at the same time. That is why they employ the media, they employ the fulefus, they employ the saboteurs to drive fear into you. They do not have the army to fight. Nigeria doesn't have the army. That is why they are begging Chad, ordinary Chad, one of the poorest countries in the world. That is why they are begging Niger, one of the poorest countries in the world, to come and help them to fight a so-called giant. That tells you they do not have soldiers to fight. We are the ones holding ourselves. The people now holding us down are those from the Middle Belt. If the Middle Belt people have decided to be Fulani slaves, they must come out and say it. We are conquered people. From now onwards, we are slaves. Oduduwa have indicated their willingness to be free. So have we Biafrans. Middle Belt are the people now saying they are happy to be Fulani slaves. If they are happy to be Fulani slaves, then let them come out and tell us. Right now, immediately. We outnumber their army. You know, sometimes in war, you need to think. When your enemy makes a move, you calculate it, you analyze it, it tells you a lot that they may not be willing to come out to say in the open. For them to send only 200 bushmeat down to Biafra land means that they don't have any army. We are the only people they are afraid of, with all due respect to everybody else. The only people that the zoo are afraid of are Biafran people, no other person. Others can go out and protest and do rally and they won't talk. They know that the only people capable of forcing through this agenda of dismemberment of the zoological republic are we Biafrans. They know it very well. The advisors, they tell them every day. How determined we are. We are the ones holding ourselves. So what I mean by that is that the fulefus, they're talking about our state, talking about Nigeria, talking about football. You people are fools. Fulani is playing with you. I asked you a while ago, Nigeria has a female soccer team. Yes, Nigeria female soccer team. Do you see any Muslim girl there playing for Nigeria? But it's Nigeria soccer team. They want to cover themselves. You know, when we teach you about value systems and the reason why why people who are willing or able to come together to form a nation must have a common value system, you don't understand it because they don't teach you these things in universities. You go to school, you come out even more moronic than you went to school in the first place. You have Nigeria female football team. Is there any Muslim girl they are playing for you? But it's Nigeria, and they're the ones benefiting from the zoo more than anybody else. Now, if those people they are sending to come down to our land, those 200 soldiers are there to kill their own fellow Fulani heads, but we know they cannot. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that we know the forest where Fulani headsmen are camped? We know when they are coming to villages to attack. Have you ever asked yourself, a Fulani headsman of over, say, 80 people going into a village to murder people? They are retreating. There are police stations along the way. Have you ever asked, you zoo people, zoo animals, Nigerians, have you ever asked yourself, why is it difficult for the police or the army to give chase after Fulani bandits and killers, after they must have sacked a village? Why are they not doing it? Sometimes they said God made man in his own image. In other words, they've given us the ability to be able to reason and to discern. And I'm asking you this evening, for those who are listening to me, I'm asking you, have you ever actually sat down? It's not difficult. I'm not asking you to do a very difficult analysis of a complex situation or an equation. For instance, ask yourself, this village has been attacked by Fulani. That village, why don't they deploy helicopter gunships to go and look for them? Why is it? Have you ever heard before that after an attack on a village by Fulani headsmen, that the police gave them chase or the army? Have you ever heard that before? Simple question. I'm putting this question to all the chief justices and judges of all the Biafran states. Those of you holding Biafrans, sending them to Abuja to be killed by a Fulani Janjaweed. I'm asking you a simple question. All these years you've been hearing about Fulani headsmen attack in this village, in that village. I am asking you, every time I am asking you, all the time, every time you hear about all these things, have you ever heard that 82 Division Enugu are now chasing those headsmen that came to Zone 1 and killed people? Have you ever heard, after the massacre in Bende, that somehow Ohafia mobilized, or Obins mobilized? Have you ever heard that headsmen are being pursued by the army or the police after an attack on a village? It's a simple question. Any day you can get your brain around this, any day, believe you me, any day you sit down and you think about what I've just said now, you will hate Nigeria more than I hate Nigeria. A land brimming with hypocrites, unrepentant hypocrites, evil people. Army are busy attacking villagers, defending themselves. None of you can reason. None of you can think and ask yourself, but so that what it means is that all these people, Fulani killers, that what they are doing is legitimate. That's what you're saying by your silence. That's what it means. That is why when I read Zoo newspapers, when I read their commentators or people talking about Nigeria, I laugh at them. Do you know why I laugh at them? Because they are very, very foolish. I have never heard before that the army attacked any camp run by bandits. I have never heard that. I have never heard that helicopter gunships went looking for Fulani terrorists. Never, ever before. Maybe against Boko Haram, because Boko Haram is killing them. That's all. Now ask yourself why that is the case. Any day you answer that question, believe you me, you will despise the zoo more than I do. These are the things you need to understand. These are the things that you need to know about your stupid one Nigeria. That is why I keep saying, when I see somebody talk, I'm a Nigerian, one Nigeria, believe you me, you are beneath an animal. You are the greatest fool. I can't even stand you. Because you're foolish. Irredeemably foolish. I'm asking you a simple question. Have you ever heard before that Fulani, have you ever heard before that after the attack at Ozo 1, after the attack on Ebonyi villages, did you hear that the army are now chasing those people that came and killed innocent people? The answer is no. All you do is you lament, you can sit down. When we formed ESM to stop such rubbish, or some of you idiots we are complaining, then you never blame the Fulani for coming to kill your people. No, you won't blame them. Look at Dave Umahi. Talking like a fool. Talking like a fool. Dave Umahi, talking like an idiot. He came out, he said, oh, I loved you, Fulani. I'm in love with you. Now you have killed my people. I was protecting you. One phone call. The idiot changed his mind and started singing a different tune altogether. They are your so-called leaders. Are these the leaders you will go to war with? Are they going to defend you when the Fulani come killing you? Or when they will come to your village? They are killing us anyway. When they now enter your village, are you trusting these idiots to defend you? You call your governors? I'm asking you a simple question. Do you trust them to defend you? The answer is no. There was an attack at Eleme. Fulani came and killed our mothers. Our mothers were protesting at Eleme in broad daylight. We came and confirmed the vigilante in the township to mount roadblock in the township. These are your leaders. Yes, these are the so-called leaders that you have. Shame on all of you. And shame on your ignorance. Let them bring the 200 men. Come now, we are waiting. You think we are running away? Bring them now, bring the two. Is it not the same AK-47 you have that we have? The same thing now that you have, isn't it? Come now, let us see. We are waiting for you. Come. And how far in Suka? Come now, we are waiting. When Danjuma was saying it, some of you were just, some of you read papers, you do nothing with it. No wonder. After traveling abroad like a passenger studying engineering, you come back, you can't even build ordinary road to your other farm. You cannot build it yourself. You have to go and bring Julius Berger from Germany. Now I understand the reason why. Because we black people, we study, we read, we take nothing away from that thing we have read. That is why sometimes, maybe even the delay in the book that I'm writing, sometimes I think we will even understand what I'm writing about. We'll even have time to read it. All of you were there, you read newspapers, including our everybody, you read the paper. What did the paper report? A former defense minister, the man, T.Y. Danjuma, that killed Ironsi, a Biafran, a Fulani slave, a conk Fulani, a servant of the Fulani Caliphate. He owns over 5 oil wells. A proper Nigerian, because as a Nigerian you have to own oil well, you have to support evil, you have to hate Biafran people. Once you do all of that, you are now a Nigerian. Who doesn't know T.Y. Danjuma? I repeat, who does not know T.Y. Danjuma? A Fulani slave, and what did he say? If you will not listen to Nnamdi Kanu, don't listen to Radio Biafra, don't listen to IPOB, don't listen to anybody agitating for freedom. Let us listen to a one Nigerian, is what he had to say. It's out there in the public domain, but you know, black people will just read it. This is what Danjuma said. And you just go to bed. You don't act on that thing you have learned. What did Danjuma say? I'm saying this in connection with these 200 people coming down from the zoo north. I'm saying it because of the complicity of 82 Division or Hafia Barracks, Obinze Barracks, Onitsha Barracks. What they specialize in is abducting Biafrans. That's all they do. When serious crime is being committed within their vicinity by Fulani people, they do nothing. Instead, the Fulani will go and commit atrocities and run into the barracks. And one day we'll chase them into their barracks. Can I just repeat what I've just said? One day we are going to pursue them into either Obinze Barracks or Hafia Barracks or Onitsha. Anywhere they run to, we'll pursue them there. And that day, I want you to remember the broadcast tonight that I said it. Nigerian army harboring Fulani terrorists in our land. One day you will get it hot from us. I will tell you what Danjuma said. Danjuma said, the armed forces of Nigeria are not neutral. Do you know what is paining me? This was the submission. This was the submission that Danjuma made to British government, to Britain. This was the, I don't know, why is this thing jumping? Why are they putting me back on old program? What is going on? What is going on? Zoo people, are you tampering with my broadcast or what? What is happening? What is happening? People are tampering with zoo people. They're all over the place. What did Danjuma say? I will read it for you. The armed forces of Nigeria are not neutral. What it means is that the armed forces of Nigeria are working for Fulani interest. Because maybe sometimes when we read this grammar, all this grammar, some of us don't understand what it means. I will break it down for you. The armed forces of Nigeria are not neutral, which means you see your soldier, our boys, our soldiers, they are working for Fulani interest. They collude with armed bandits. A former defense minister, somebody who fought against Biafra, somebody that has 5 oil wells. In other words, it is in his interest for Nigeria to continue. What is he saying? He is saying that your so-called Nigerian armed forces are supporting Fulani terrorists. Those that came to also wanted to kill us. That was why the army did not respond. Those that went to Ebonyi to kill us. That was why the army and police never responded. Instead, they will come and try to stop us from exacting revenge against these people. And when Danjuma said this thing and it was widely published and reported, where did your brain go to? I'm asking all of you, where did your brain, your skull, where did it go to? Does it mean you didn't quite understand what was happening or what? Danjuma said that the reason why, let me repeat, the reason why Fulani bandits are everywhere killing people is because Nigeria army is with them. working with them and supporting. Do you know the funniest thing? This submission was made to United Kingdom government by Danjuma. Is Danjuma a Biafran? Danjuma was the man that killed Ironsi. Nobody can accuse him of loving Biafra or IPOB or having any, should I say, secessionist tendencies. And this particular submission was adopted by the Special Parliamentary Group in the UK Parliament. Both some members of the House of Lords and members of the House of Commons, they adopted this. It was in their report. You know what is paining me? Katrina Lang saw all of this. They saw all of these things. They have seen it. They have seen all of these things. They know very well what is happening. Britain knows that army that they're helping is supporting terrorists. According to Danjuma, do you know what they do? The army help the terrorists to kill people. They kill Nigerians. That is what Danjuma said. They facilitate their movements. In other words, the army are the people telling the terrorists where to go. Go to Zone. If you call us, if the call will not respond, go there and attack them. That is why they have Fulani police commissioners, Fulani commandant. In every army barracks you have Fulani. In every police station there is Fulani. Why do you think they are doing it? Why? I'm asking you. Do you have brain at all in your skull? Where did your brain go to all of? I'm asking you a simple question. Do you have brain at all in your skull? Do you have brain at all? Simple question I'm asking all of you. The Nigerian army, according to Danjuma, a former defense minister, and a general, a major general, in fact a general, full general, they facilitate the movement of the terrorist Nigerian army. They cover them. If you depend on armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one. We ignored this warning. That was the reason why they came to Ozo 1. They have killed there 4 times. They came to Ebonyi. Every day they are attacking Ebonyi and killing villagers. And you know the funniest thing, Britain knows all of this. And on top of that, they are lying. I have never seen the United States before send any fact-finding mission, or Britain for that matter, to say, go and ascertain if what people are saying is correct. That is the reason why I believe that there is a conspiracy against black people. If we cannot get them with HIV AIDS, we get them with Lassa fever. If Lassa fever cannot kill them, we get them with COVID-19. If COVID-19 cannot kill them, then we support dictators in the continent of Africa to be killing their citizens, and we will not talk. That's what they're doing. This is another strategy at population reduction. Britain is using the Fulani to reduce the population of indigenous people, because it is win-win for them. The less black people you have in the world is better for Britain. It's better for them. That's what they want. Have you not seen that video? If you watch that, there's a video, you will be in shock. They said they want to reduce world population by 3 billion, and from Africa mostly. So if COVID cannot kill them, HIV AIDS cannot kill them, Ebola cannot kill them, Lassa fever cannot kill them, and malaria cannot kill them, then let us sponsor people like Fulani people to be killing them. Is gain for us. Some of you don't know this, and that is what I'm telling you this evening. That is why we are taking our time to educate all of you, that you may understand. Why have you ever heard, look at Fulani in Yoruba forest killing people? Have you ever heard that after an attack on a village, that the army and the police went out with their hillocks in pursuit of Fulani? Never. If that has never happened, then ask yourself this question: why is it that the army never pursue Fulani killers after an attack on a village? Then you will understand why they have how Fulani police commissioners and Fulani commandant, army barracks, commandant all over the place. They planned this thing very well. Their main advisors are the British. Britain does not want Africa to develop. Britain has no, forget all that stupid nonsensical grants. They give them grants and loan and aid. Rubbish, pure rubbish. They don't want you to develop. That's why they support idiots and fools in power. That is the reason why they issued the nonsensical Lekki report on the shooting. And there was something that Frederick Douglass said. I'm quoting this thing for Britain so they understand. Britain, you know how stubborn we are. We Biafran people, you know how stubborn. Igbo people, you know, you acknowledged many years ago that there are 3 races you are not able to subdue. The Irish, the Igbo people, and the Kikuyus of Kenya. You said it with your own mouth. These are the 3 tribes you could not subdue. You said it yourself. That is how we are born. In our bones is the yearning for freedom. We are born free. We are free people from before the Isles of Britain were formed by tectonic forces. Before the island of Britain started drifting away from Europe. Before the English Channel existed. The ancient people occupied the present day biafra land. They believed in freedom. That is why we are the only people that answer autonomous community anywhere in the world. The reason being that we don't want to be under anybody we don't want to be under. Forget what happened after the war. All the Oabia seekers and their generation that you groomed to be telling us rubbish every day. Our eyes are now very much open. You can no longer deceive us. Never. Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, as in the case of the zoo. They are telling that the army is supporting the Fulani people. You are there telling, our army, our soldier, our police. Idiotically talking rubbish every day. Where ignorance prevails, as it is in the zoo called Nigeria, where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to oppress them, rob, degrade, neither persons nor properties will be safe. That is what I want Britain and their lapdog Fulani to understand. And all of you idiots answering Nigerians, you are all fools. I will say it, in fact, I say it to your faces anyway. What can you do? All the Nigerian fools, all the idiots that answer Nigeria, the idiots who didn't go to school, because if you are learned, I swear you cannot answer Nigerian. You cannot. I want to let all of you understand this. There will be no peace. None whatsoever. Until Biafra is free, there will be no peace. I guarantee you that. None whatsoever. You people don't like a gentle approach. You don't like people doing things in a very gentle manner. I know you don't like it. And let me tell you where we are all going to end up. All of us are going to die. Everybody will perish. Since that is what you want. Since that is what, if we know it is the oil and gas that you want, come out and say we need oil and gas. We will separate because Fulani does nothing, they produce nothing, they add nothing to the economy. Absolutely nothing. Only banditry and terrorism, if you consider those 2 elements as a viable economic undertaking. Do you understand? Did you see that, there was a picture placed by Chinasa and a few other people. I saw it circulating where Catherine Lang assembled the so-called stakeholders in the zoo. Them and I think the French assembled them, telling them about one Nigeria. Do you know when I saw this picture earlier today, I wish somebody can put it on this page on Facebook where I'm broadcasting, or maybe on Instagram, even on Twitter as well. When I saw that picture, I was shocked. It reminded me of in fact, this picture confirms that Nigeria has come to an end. Because before anything comes to an end, it must travel a full circle, or should I say a cycle. It must perform 360 degrees loop. This was how the white man and white women came to Nigeria and was assembling all of you like idiots, telling you why you should be in one Nigeria, why they have created Nigeria for you. The same thing that Lugard and Shaw did is what Catherine Lang is now doing, which means Nigeria has come to an end. The full cycle has been attained. The same way they started is how they're ending. They are begging, oh please come, be one Nigeria. All of you must be together. Why are you begging me? Catherine Lang, why is the British begging me to be part of Nigeria? Why? If they're not gaining anything, why? I ask you. Where we come from, there's something we say, Okom nazu, okom na ponala. Yaposam. I don't want. You're carrying me on the back and my leg is almost on the floor. Scratching and bruised. Please drop me, I don't want it. Britain is pretentious. You pretend you care, but you don't care. You are evil and you're wicked. You pretend. Why are you calling this meeting? Because by all of you being this table, all these monkeys I can see here, by all of fools being on this table, it means that the oil and gas will keep on flowing for free. But some of you are too foolish and too idiotic to understand it, because you are zoo animals. You are Nigerians. Your brains do not function properly. None of you is properly educated. I don't give a damn how many awards you may have won abroad. Pure rubbish. I don't give a toss how good your command of English language is. Pure crap and rubbish. You cannot reason. Let me ask you a simple question. Where else in the world can an ambassador gather the stakeholders in that country, lecturing them on how to run their country? Where else? You people are the ones degrading and demeaning Africa. You idiots here, useless fools. Look at them with a little white woman. Hey, black people in this UG, God forbid you people. As the person wrote, they can see that the center can no longer hold. That is why Britain is now publicly controlling Nigeria. Public. They're taking over the army. They're the ones now advising. But where God is punishing them is that they cannot bring white soldiers and put them on the ground in Nigeria. They cannot do it. So they're still relying on funny janjaweed. They're still relying on you fools. They're using hunger to entice you to enroll or to enlist into the army. They know what they are doing because you are black, because you're foolish. You cannot understand that these people are toying with you. How many times has any ambassador in Britain called a meeting of British stakeholders to tell them how to run their country? Or to ask Scotland not to leave the UK? These UG black people, when will you ever reason? When will you? I don't know what if what is killing me is the ignorance. When I consider the ignorance of a black man, and my brain wants to explode. I'm asking you a simple question. All these idiots here sitting down, some will claim they have PhD. Why are you listening to a little white woman from England? Don't you have shame? You have no shame? They want you to be in one Nigeria, so they can have unrestricted access to oil and gas. That is all. Not that they love you. Because if they love you, if they are genuine, they would have stood up to say that what happened at Lekki was wrong. The army killing innocent people is wrong. Army abducting people is wrong. Calamard report must be investigated. Amnesty report on the massacre of Biafrans should be investigated. Zaki Biam should be investigated. Or the massacre should be investigated. The persecution of Shia Muslims should be investigated. They will never do any of those things. It's only about oil and gas. And you, being the black fools that you are, this UG black, at least I give them one thing. Before white people come out to cast aspersions, they must have seen something in you. And I keep asking you this. The same way that blacks are insulted all over the world, is it how Asians are insulted? Or should I say Africans? Let me not use the word black. Is it how they are insulted? We are being insulted because we deserve it. We are useless. Let us be honest. We are useless. If we are not useless, why is it that a population of 200 million people, you cannot stand up and ask yourself, why is it after every bandit attack on a village, the army can never locate them? Why? Why is it that this little white woman, Catherine Lang, is the one presiding over a meeting telling you how to keep your country one? Does it mean that your brain cells are not working? We are telling them, you cannot keep us together by force. I want to analyze something that a very intelligent, brilliant Yoruba man wrote. Francis Ojo, or Ojo, I don't know how to pronounce it. Ojo, I think it is. Not Ojo, Ojo. Francis Ojo. He wrote. I'm going to analyze what he wrote here. And I want everybody this evening, after this very program this evening, to go back to understand, to study this program, to listen to it over and over again, to understand how foolish and idiotic black people are, truly are. How Fulani took over all of you. Francis Ojo wrote. I love this piece. In fact, after this program, I want it everywhere. I want every blogging site to carry it. I want every newspaper in the zoo to carry it, so that you can see for yourselves how idiotic and stupid all of you are. You useless Nigerians. I want you to understand how foolish you are. In front of you, Fulani did not go to school. Only with cattle they are controlling all of you. Only cattle they control you. They say it's stop them. It is what they are saying is not good. It is a hate speech. They call what I say hate speech, but what they have is hate action. Francis Ojo, thank you very much. I want to analyze what you wrote. Now listen. The strategy of the British, not Fulani, the strategy of the British in Nigeria is foolproof. Yet every project they undertake invites its own risk. I'm analyzing what somebody else wrote. I will continue. The master strategist is a master risk evaluator, but the people advising the Fulani on what to do, they are not master strategists. They made a very fatal mistake, and because they did with Janjaweed and then Achinama. What do you expect? It is clear that those who conceived this project designed it in its key elements and planned its implementation. However, they failed to factor in risk management into the equation, and this is Francis Ojo's evaluation of the project design and plans to hand over Nigeria to Fulani nations of Africa. Nigeria is going to be the homeland of Fulani people. Some of you are sleeping. You are idiotically going through life every day in the zoo, not understanding what is going on, not understanding what is happening. But today I am going to enlighten you, courtesy of this, our brother that wrote this very compelling piece. What is their plan? Before they can bring in every Fulani to settle in Nigeria, they must first of all dominate you. Secondly, they will seize your wealth and they will enslave you. They will take full control of your political power. They will take every arm. They want all the guns and bullets to be under their control. And they will deny everybody else any form of access to weapons. They will take control of every major income organ of the government. They will deny everybody else access to funds, and I'll prove it to you tonight. Finally, they will move in and take over your land and your forests. That is what has been happening in the zoo since 2015. And I want to prove it to you tonight. I want to prove it to you. I will prove it to you tonight so that you may understand what life has in store for all of you in the damnable zoological republic. Thanks to our brother. What did he say here? This is their design. They will dominate you and forbidden to give Fulani exclusive control to dominate everybody else. They started very cleverly. What they did to IPOB when we started as well, they said that the Igbo man is domineering. You understand? Britain cleverly designed that with their Fulani counterparts. Unfortunately, some Yorubas fell for it shamefully. Igbo man is domineering. As they were telling you Igbo man is domineering, they went behind the back and we are grooming Fulani to dominate you. Do you understand it? Now, they say Igbo man is domineering. And I want, not for me, how many people in the so-called stupidly named Niger Delta has oil well? Every oil well is owned 90% by Fulani. But before they were telling you, Igbo man is coming to dominate you. Reason, Chineke. Hell, black people, can you reason for once? I'm begging you to reason. Only once, please. Igbo man is domineering, but the Fulani owns all the oil wells. That's number one. They will seize your wealth. They have taken over everything. They have shared it. Britain can take oil and gas for free. They don't care as long as Fulani controls everybody, everything else, and they will enslave you. What do you understand as slavery? Oh, you think, until you go and start washing plates for them in the north, then you are not their slave. Let me give you a very simple example. Before Obiano was re-elected, he took off his red cap to beg Jubril to put him back into power. Do you know what is slavery? Slavery is Imo State. They started killing Fulani. Opposite them. Before your eyes, they claimed he's doing democracy. Do I speak this thing in Igbo language so people can understand me? Koro, before your eyes. Hope Uzodinma was not declared the winner, not the number one, not number two, not number three. He came fourth in an election. Before all of your eyes, in front of the American Embassy and British High Commission, Supreme Court of Nigeria declared Hope Uzodinma the winner. Let me tell you something. That was from that day, I've no longer talked about fake Buhari National Council, because that was the day I knew, believe you me, that the white man was right. There is something wrong with the black people. I'm telling you the truth. Something is wrong with us. He came number 4. He was the 4th on the list after the contest in Imo State. They went to Supreme Court, full of learned people, wearing horse wig, learned, black people without shame. When you look at them, you are looking at Satan and Lucifer. You see, as ugly as anything you can ever seen in your life. Go and look at their faces, so-called Supreme Court judges in Nigeria. As ugly as hell. Very ugly men and women. They embody everything that is evil about black people. Do you know what they did? They gave the vote to Uzodinma. Supreme Court in a court of law. Supreme Court. They asked them, but how did he win? They said they did not tally his votes very well. INEC said about 950,000 people are registered voters. How come your own tally is almost over 1 million? Where did you get it from? They said, shut up, dear. We are the apex court, Supreme Court. INEC said, no, sir. Don't be offended. The total number of voters in Imo State is less than what you are giving Hope Uzodinma. They said, we are the apex court. We cannot revisit Taiwo versus Akredolu versus 1945. Supreme Court of Nigeria. Simple question. This is INEC register. The people set up by law to conduct elections. They said that about 900,000 people are on our registered as registered voters in Imo State. But you are now calculating for us, telling us then there's nearly 1 million voters in Imo State. Are you working for INEC? Which register is that? They said, oh, we have our own list, a list given to them by APC. Fulani Janjaweed Party. That is slavery. They impose upon you whoever they want to impose on you. You are nobody. You can't do nothing. That is the meaning of slavery if you don't know. Hope Uzodinma signifies slavery and damnation upon our people. If you don't know, let me tell you. All your education is a waste. All that crap, speaking useless grammar, talking complete waste. You're a slave. You ask me how. Then I'll ask you to look at Imo State Douglas House. How can somebody who came fourth, not even second, not third, emerge as the governor of a state? Where did Supreme Court get their own voters register from? INEC testified and said to the court, You have higher number of voters than we have on voters register. Where did you get it from? From APC government. And you claim you're a Nigerian. Yeah, I mean, we Nigerians. Mad people everywhere. Your brain cells are, every Nigerian is a lunatic, walking, is a complete mad idiot. Every Nigerian is. Complete fool. Complete fool. I despise them. Complete idiots from top to bottom. Today, Hope Usadema is sitting at Sambakwe's chair. A sacrilege, if you ask me. Presiding over the affairs of state. From number four. Supreme Court of Nigeria. Apex Court, Apex. Hey, black people on this UG. Now you know you're slaves in the zoo. Now they're telling you, if you don't join APC, you cannot win. Don't join it because they know they are waiting for you. I never will have the result, and that's it. Only in those states where people were shouting. And America, for once, I don't know what possessed them, said if you rig elections in Edo, no that for you to US. They now sat back and Obaseki won. That's all. If not, it's back as usual. If at all he has won. Now listen very carefully. They will enslave you. They will take full control of political power. Every armed force is under their control. And they would remember that it was when we formed ESN with our own AK-47 that they now said, if you see anybody with AK-47, shoot the person aside. But all the years, Fulani has been carrying guns. Nobody has ever shot them all. But when we rose up to defend ourselves, they said, go and shoot them. Some of us are writing, is it legal? Those asking me if ESN is legal, are you telling me that the killing of our people by Fulani Janjaweed, that also one and they are legal? Are they legal acts? You're asking me to wait for police to investigate. The same police that Danjuma told you are colluding with them. The same army colluding with them. Don't you have brain in your skull? They have taken over political power. They own INEC. INEC will have result now. All arms are under their control. And they will deny everybody access to arms. And they will move in to take over your space. That is why Yoruba people are in Benin Republic as refugees. Your papers won't report it in the zoo, but it's true. That's why I'm asking fact check AFP. Why have they not done fact check on what I'm saying? Do we have Yoruba people as refugees in Benin Republic or not? Simple yes or no answer. But there are some Yoruba people shouting, one Nigeria. We Nigerians. The same Nigeria that put their brethren, you know, we black people, we lack empathy, we have no soul, we have no, we are the embodiment of evil. Very wicked set of people. And being black people are wicked. The definition of wickedness you find in a black man, very, very envious, evil, and wicked. I'm telling you the truth. You have Yoruba people in Benin Republic as refugees. A Yoruba editor is writing in Lagos, we Nigerians, we are in one Nigeria. Let's keep Nigeria one. The same Nigeria that put you in Benin Republic as a refugee. And yet you're not fighting a war because Fulani wants to take over your land. Now, our dear brother Francis Ojo now went further to he categorized, he put it in phases, phase 1, phase 2, how they did it. Phase 1, Fulani took over all the 3 organs of government. Classic pincer movement. Today, according to our dear brother, all 3 arms of government. You know what is the executive? That's the presidency. The legislature, which is House of whatever they call it, Senate and the House of Reps. The Chief of Staff, the President of the Senate, Chief Justice of the Federation, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, even the Speaker of the House of Reps. He was a Muslim, converted to Christianity. When he wanted to be the Speaker of the House of Representatives, he went back to, he became a Muslim again. That is slavery. Before he became the Speaker of the House, he reconverted from Christianity to Islam. And you say you're not slaves in the zoo. Unbelievable. The Chief Justice of the Federation, Janjaweed. And you know, whoever controls political power controls everything. That is when I have to say, you know, those some people saying, invest at home. Take your investments home. The person who determines if your investment will get home or not are those in Abuja controlling the power. You can decide to relocate your factory from Abuja to Titoboma. And on the way, near, before you get to Hamufu, customs will park you on one side and say that your brake light is not showing very well. We're going to the station. They will go to the station, they will tell our guy who is a Fulani Janjaweed, or guy DPO, this man want to go and build factory in Hitobama. He said, park him inside the yard. We are waiting for Abuja for clearance. It will decay there because they hold political power. That's something you don't know, do you? How did Obasanjo destroy stock market? Sorry, our stockfish market in Aba. How did they destroy Okreka market, second-hand clothing, textile in Aba? One stroke of the pen in Lagos, all destroyed completely overnight. Political power, you'll be talking about Akuru, what that nonsense, economic fund for Igbo. Mad people everywhere. The person holding the pen is holding your destiny. You dumbos, you don't have nothing in your brain. PhD, we are learned, we the elite. Whoever controls political power controls everything. That is why the Fulani will tell you, the Yoruba, they have the economy, the Igbos, they have the petty trading, and them, they have nothing else. If you take away government from us, we have nothing else, because Britain told them. Britain, first of all, armed the Fulani, gave them the military. That's number one. Control the guns and control the signature of power. All of you slaves. Doesn't matter what you say. That is that one is phase one. I'm coming to phase two. That is their plan. This is how they plan to take over your lives, to render you inconsequential and useless. Whereas using Yoruba papers, Punch, all this Yoruba paper, Tribune, to be massaging you, our Nigeria, our country, the first Nigerian to win Grammy Award, the first Nigerian to win Oscar. If Nigerian has run 100 meters, to be massaging your foolishness and your idiocy, while Fulani and own engine going underground and moving into your villages. Phase two of your ignorance. Phase two of your ignorance. Listen, we have given you phase one. This is phase. I am going to publish this. This is a lesson. This should be studied in every unit. It's a lesson. How Fulani conquered all of you. In broad daylight, Koro conquered you and took over your land. Who knows this way? Asoku Kandiara. Mad people. Fulani took over your land. Without Barakato. Came to, hey, we are not Biafra. We are Aborigines. We are South. We are Niger Delta. Do you own any oil well? The answer is no. You fools. Because Britain understands that if you join Biafra, they can no longer have free access to your oil and your gas fields. Idiot, understand it. It's common sense. Divided you fall. Phase two. They moved to put all arms. Ebe, gun. That's all. Arms means ebe, gun. And bullet. Fulani moved to put every gun and bullet under Fulani control. How did they do it? You ask. Our brother told us how they did it. This evening I will tell you how they managed to do it. In very simple arithmetic. Chief of Army Staff, Fulani. Chief of Naval Staff, Fulani. Which means that the head of the army of the whole of Nigeria is a Fulani man. Mind you, president is Fulani. Also, the it's Fulani presidency because Buhari is long dead. Well, I'll come into that this year. Chief of Army Staff, the controller of, because when I say Chief of Army Staff, some of you may, because they no longer teach you anything in your schools, you may not understand what it means. Chief of Army Staff means the man that controls the army. It's Fulani. Chief of Naval Staff, you know those that wear white in the desert, those morons, they wear white. Somebody from somewhere where there is no water, from an arid desert, is the Chief of Naval Staff, dealing with water. Or should I say armaments on top of water? Chief of Naval Staff is Fulani. IG of police, the overall of police. You see those those police you see. Their controller is Fulani. The Director General of DSS, those ones that kidnap people at night in the name of state security. Is Fulani, DSS is Fulani. The National Security Advisor, the one that will tell the presidency where to take troops to inside Nigeria, is Fulani. Hi, and you all of you tell me went to school. Nigerians. I've graduated now. I read law. I read agric engineering. I want to do my youth service. Now I know that your brain cells are not complete. Now listen. National Security Advisor, Fulani. Minister of Defense, Fulani. These are the people that control arms and decide where troops go. Commander of NSCDC. I think it's Civil Defense, Fulani. Chairman of NDLEA, Drugs Agency, Fulani. Not minding that Fulani people take more tramadol than anybody else. All intelligence services, military and civilian, are all Fulani. Now, tell me the definition of domination. Those of you that claim you're from South Nigeria, all that rubbish. Now, define domination for me. Define it in Dinzuzu. People without brain, define domination for me. There are. It's not. Oh, you think I finished? No, I have not finished though. Everybody you see carrying gun in Nigeria, the Agapata is Fulani. So, in other words, you will have to rely on a Fulani man to give you order to pursue a Fulani terrorist killing your mother in the village. And the order will never come. Are you understanding it? We are just bringing down the kingdom of heaven to come down to this earth, which is the land of Biafra, the land of the rising sun, the oldest place, the center of the whole world, 0 longitude and 0 latitude, where Elohim planted the first living being, the oldest language in the world, bar none. Unashamedly, I proclaim it. If you have any contrary opinion, you bring it to the table. Come lagini with facts and figures. Now listen to me very carefully, please. I have not finished. The director of NIA, National Intelligence Agency, Fulani. The director of Military Intelligence, Fulani. The director of Naval Intelligence, Fulani. The director of Air Force Intelligence, Fulani. Immigration of Fulani. Prisons of Fulani, and the list is endless. And you are in Nigeria. The Igbo man will dominate you. Hey, you believe a warrior. You believe a warrior. Gospel of heaven. Are they going to disprove it? It's a hate speech. Are you telling me that the heads of all these ministries, all these arms-bearing ministries, are false? They're no longer Fulani, is that what you're saying? Now listen. Those who have command of arms in a country are masters of the state and have in their power to make whatever changes they please. They have the government in Asorok, they have army, they have air force, they have police, they have immigration, they have customs, they have intelligence agencies. Everywhere is them, police, everything is full of Janjaweed. They decide who lives and who dies. They decide who to prescribe and who to leave. Do you know why they have not prescribed to do the agitation? Because they don't want to pour fuel into the fire. They are very crafty. Britain told them, oh no, don't touch them, don't touch Yoruba. Focus on Biafra. You cannot fight war on two fronts. Very simple, very clever. So Amayo Duduwa brothers can agitate in the open, no problem. Nobody will open fire on them. Oh dear. Every organ licensed to bear arms in Nigeria, their organ pata is Fulani. We continue our gospel. Nigerians must surrender their arms except Fulani headsmen. Still not fully comfortable with the capacity of other Nigerians to offer resistance after we launched our, ESN. Warriors of God. ESN, warriors of God, I'm telling you. Eastern Security Network. They never think about banning everybody. Once we launched ESN, and I would do the word brethren, they rose up as well to say enough is enough. They made the announcement. Nigeria police that previously never saw any AK-47 and never challenged them openly. I challenged the Nigerian police and Nigerian army to tell me where they engaged Fulani terrorists in the forest before. In the whole of Nigeria, where? In Kaduna. Instead of fighting them, El Rufai was giving them money. Nigerian army was ferrying weapons to them. PhD holders, learned, we the elite, learned people in Nigeria. Name one single instance or incident where Nigerian army or police engaged rampaging Fulani headsmen. Name one location. And how many Fulani attacks have we had in the past 5 years? Over 1,000. Not one single police or army response or confrontation with these murderers from the Sahel. What does that tell you about your one Nigeria? What does that tell you about one Nigeria? All you need to know in the one Nigeria. Ignorance is a disease. They never acknowledged that Fulani people were bearing AK-47 until they announced it. Every Nigerian with 21 days unlicensed guns, bring it back. And this was targeted at Eastern Security Network and nobody else. And the Fulani bearing terrorists and murderer, a rapist and a bandit. Till today, they're still carrying their guns till this very minute in the zoo. How many of them have they arrested? How many, I'm asking you? With those of you idiots that believe in your useless one Nigeria, how many people have they arrested so far bearing arms? Fulani? None. Instead, they give them more. They even give them army uniform. Again, there was something that Aristotle said. He said, both oligarch and tyrant mistrust the people and therefore deprive them of their arms. Anybody who is asking you not to be armed, that person is an oppressor. Is a tyrant. Danjuma said you should get arms. Former defense minister of Nigeria, when his village came under attack, he now realized and said, oh, please go and get arms, so all of you go and get your guns and your weapons. Phase 4 of your conquest. You Nigerian idiots from the south, phase 4 of your conquest. They took over all your money. Do you know in Nigeria, even if you have a USD account, a DOM account, you cannot send money abroad. They had what they call the single TR, that STA account, all that rubbish. Remember that when Buhari was alive, the first thing he did was to consolidate and centralize the money. They want to deprive you of your money. That's what they're doing. They brought in BVN, CCN, NIN. Every day is control. Some of you fail to see it because you're blind. You are all educated in the zoo. You know nothing. You didn't go to that thing is not cool. They went to plant ignorance in your brain. You think you're going to school doing your lectures, what they were feeding you is subservience and ignorance. How to be subservient and ignorant fool in a country of fools. They deprived you of money. It's a single treasury account, STA. That's how they started. They say it's to fight corruption. But who is more corrupt now than this Fulani region? Nobody in history. Are you Nigerians? Are you human beings at all? Are you all these idiots? I say I'm a Nigerian. Are you sure you are normal? Hey dear, how did they do it? Every single treasury account, and what produces that money that goes into the account in Nigeria is oil and gas from Biafra land, NNPC, which accounts for 76% of federal revenue, 40% of overall gross domestic product, and 98% of all export earnings is under one man, one Fulani man. His name is Mele Kyari from Abba Kyari clan, from the family. Are you understanding now? One Nigeria Delta, South. Are you focusing now? Is your brain working? The same slave master, the Kyaris. Fulani Brono. Should I preach on or should I stop? Because zoo people are animals. I just want to stop. And then zoo people who cannot reason very well. Fulani has taken of you over. They have conquered all of you. Maybe there's something in Suya. There's something in Fulani cow. I'm telling you the truth. After all, they make love to the cow. They wash their face with the urine from the cow. Everything from the cow. They do. Maybe I don't know what they have done to us. Maybe it's from the cow. People said I should preach the gospel of heaven. Uzioma Chineke, from heaven itself. The 4 highest revenue earners were put in the hands of Fulani Muslims from the north. NNPC is in their hands. Federal Inland Revenue Service is in their hands. Oh God in heaven. God in Nigerian Ports Authority is in their hands. Customs, Fulani. Colonel Hamid Ali, a Muslim Fulani. That is not all. How about people that spend money in Nigeria? How about those governmental departments that spend now? I've told you those that collect the money from all of us or sell oil and gas for us, all Fulani. How about those that are now going to spend the money? Defense, Department of Finance, Education, Justice, Federal Capital Territory, Agriculture, Police Affairs, Aviation, Communication, Power, Water Resources and Humanitarian Affairs. All of them are headed by, surprise, surprise, Fulani. Those that get the money, Fulani. Those that spend it, Fulani. They need to control the money. That is how they were able to bribe the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria to write stupid, idiotic report about Lekki shootings. With that money, they can buy over AFP to issue fake news and also fact-check the fake news. From that money, they can pay off Facebook. From that money, they can pay Wall Street Journal. They can buy off BBC. They can buy off CNN. In other words, they can come to the streets of Abuja and slaughter as many Shia Muslims as they like. You will not hear PIM anywhere in the world. From this money, they bribe United Nations officials and diplomats. From this money, they bribe Africa Union. From this money, they bribe EU. They bribe them, they give them money. And we are all slaves, all of you. because you are ignorant. Very, very ignorant. And sadly so. Sadly so. Now listen to me. The list has not finished though. EFCC. Now Fulani is so clever. Fulani controls where the money comes from, NNPC, customs, all the rest of it. Fulani decides who spends the money. Fulani in defense, finance. And Fulani is now in charge of who commits corruption or who steals money. EFCC is Fulani. There's this little boy, I don't know if he's even up to 25 years of age. They put as EFCC Director General. Fulani. ICPC, Fulani. NFIU, Fulani. PTDF, Fulani. All those idiotic acronymed agencies telling you a Federal Airports Authority, even Fulani. FAN, they call it. FAMA. Federal Road Maintenance Agency, Fulani. NTA, Fulani. NYSC. Fulani. No wonder they see Nigeria as an Islamic state. And then they brought Okada to you. All those Okada people you're saying, if you can speak passable Fulfude or Hausa, they give you Okada, you come to the south. They were their spies for very many years. They were their, should I say, sleeper cells that they implanted into our villages. It's those shining shoes for us, those who are cutting our nails. You didn't know that they were spies and agents of Fulani Janjaweed march to the Atlantic Ocean. Now they are everywhere, like locusts everywhere. And they are the people now killing and maiming at will. In the daytime, they are Okada riders. In the evenings, they are Fulani terrorists in the bushes. They have now occupied our forest. Phase 6, they are now in our forest telling us, the same people they said we are foreigners before, they're now telling us that they are entitled to ranches in our home towns and villages. I know that Omahi has signed up to it. But as you know, we have ESN, there will be no ranch. I'm sure you know that. It cannot happen. Other people can play that rubbish, but not anywhere in Biafra land. And if you're a governor and you want a second term, you now have to agree to Ruga or Fulani settlement in your state. Then INEC will write for you, or you enter into agreement with Mieti Yala. You people are truly slaves. Truly slaves. One thing they never counted upon was the resilience, and they never say die attitude of the average Biafran. We don't support evil. We are free people. And Britain wants to experiment with Biafra people. They want to prove to themselves that we are white people, so we are the gods of black people. Anything we say you're going to do is what you're going to do, because we are white and you're black. Oh, dear me, how mistaken they are. How mistaken they are. We are going to fight until the last person to be free. Do you know how many terrorist Fulani cells there are in Yoruba land? 1,123 Fulani camps inside Yoruba land, inside their forests. And they are confusing Yoruba people with Tinubu, using Tinubu to confuse them. Presidency, Tinubu, Fulani and Yoruba are one, but Fulani are in your forest. How many Yoruba people are in Fulani forest in the north? 1,123. The Fulani cells are distributed in groups of at least 15 to 20 people, complete with women, arms, and other, should I say, materials of long-term occupation. Yoruba land is gone. Day and Pemba, write it down tonight. Yoruba land is gone. 1,100. We are engaging those in our land. Ours was 350 something. ESN is engaging them every blessed day. Yoruba have about 1,123 Fulani cells, active terror cells in Yoruba land. Maybe that's why they killed Yinka Odumakin, because he was a critic of Tinubu. Maybe they poisoned. Britain is there. Maybe they poisoned him. And then Amoteku came, and they shouted, and they watered down Amoteku until it became nothing. But thankfully, men have now risen up in the West. In the West. And I told you a while ago that is the reason why they have the likes of Obasanjo. Sheikh Gumi, the sheikh of bandits, met with Obasanjo, closed door meeting. Maybe to remind Obasanjo of what he owes them. You know, they love telling people, we made you who you are. I remember one time that Jerry Ghana rose up to speak his mind. They said, shut up there. We made you who you are today. We Fulani made you. And he shut up very quickly. Maybe they're reminding, because it's in the news here, in Punch newspaper. Gumi, northern leaders in closed door meeting with Obasanjo, northern leaders. They won't come to the east. They know that IPOB is in control of the east. They cannot come. Nobody to meet with. They went to the west. Because Britain told them, once you have Yoruba alliance with Fulani, you can do whatever you like. And as I'm saying to you, my Yoruba brothers and sisters, if you allow yourselves to be deceived, no generation in the world will forgive you again. Never until the kingdom come. The name Oduduwa and Yoruba will be synonymous with infamy forever and ever. If you allow yourselves to be bought over by Tinubu and by Obasanjo, to go back to Fulani again, believe you me, anywhere your name is mentioned, people will laugh at you. Be very careful. We are on the precipice, the threshold of history. Freedom beckons. Don't allow them to deceive you. That is why this very evening I end with a testament that I tweeted a few hours ago. That what is happening in the zoo cannot happen in Biafra land. And it is my testament that every ethnic nationality in Biafra land, Urobo, Isoko, Igede, everybody, Igbo, Efiki Bibio, Idoma, everybody, Igala, everybody, every nationality, regardless of how small you are, if you like, be only 100 people, you are going to have your own confederation. You are going to be a nation within a nation. It's called confederacy. And we cannot be anything like Nigeria. God forbid. All ethnic nationalities in Biafra shall be autonomous. Not in name only, but by virtue of a permanent constitutional guarantee. Real power shall flow from down to top. The people will decide in everything we do. The people must decide. Not one idiot, I'm president, I'm prime minister. No. The people will decide. And that is what Britain doesn't want to see happen. Freedom for black people, they don't want it. What they want is artificial freedom, flag freedom. The war we are fighting now is a war of attrition. A war of hearts and minds. Colonialism was one of the worst things to happen to a black man, and slavery as well. But we are here to correct it, and we must do so. And on that note, we have come to the end of today's proceedings. I think I will be interviewed by Deutsche Welle, the German TV station broadcaster, by tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, the 5th. And on Friday, I will be having a world press conference with my dear brother and colleague, the leader of Amazonia. We'll have a joint world press conference on Friday. And on that note, we'll bring today's proceedings to a fitting conclusion. I do not hate anybody, I assure you. I speak the way I do so that you may repent from your idiocy and stupidity. Because as a Nigerian, you are the embodiment of stupidity, I can guarantee you that. But with all the love in my heart, and prayers of course, especially to myself and my family, because we are still mourning the passing of my mother-in-law, and to the family of Yinka Odumaki. Good evening.